Live. Okay, what's up? I still am not wearing makeup because I don't want. I don't want. Look, what is my hair doing? Um, because I don't want to make you guys wait any longer. But anyway, I'm here. I'm here now. Here is where I am. I'm glad you're all here too. We're gonna have great fun tonight. I got Anna, that Star Wars girl, coming, going to drive you more attention to the fact that I'm look like a hobo tonight, with her gorgeous makeup as always, I'm sure. And I need to move this fan because I was gonna keep wrecking my hair, and it's just gonna be terrible. As much as I would like cool air, because it's a little warm in the valley. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna be doing an unboxing at some point because I have boxes to unbox. What's up, Logan Michael, Jeffrey Nelson, Andrew Malachinsky, hello. Beth Digga, always here to talk about National Period Day. I'm actually all for that. I am all for my understanding anyway, from what all I've heard about it was it's a day where we get to bitch about our periods, which honestly is great because like usually, everyone's like, women want to take away their periods, and they make fun of you when you try to talk about it. So I would love a day where I get to bitch about the fact that I bleed from my vagina once a month, because it's very annoying. I've bitched about it to you guys many times before. So, yeah. Hi, kitten. Mel's here. Here's Malcolm. You can kind of see him right there. Malcolm. You just snuggle him so you can see him better. All right. Price is Right review is already starting the night off with a super chat, and his opinion regarding the title and the topic of said video, which is, of course, our worst part of the trailer. For the Price is Right review, worst part for me is Sidious somehow still alive. Yeah, that's so in case. We've had a lot of rumors, a lot of leaks, a lot of stuff that's confirmed this. We had the suggestion of it with the laughter in the first trailer, but this effectively confirms that, yes, Darth Sidious, aka Emperor Palpatine, lives. It's pretty unfortunate for those of us who enjoyed the way the Return of the Jedi ended. Anyway, gotta check out. Yeah, I'm with you. I like to think that the majority of people are not that far off the deep end yet, but you really never know. People are pretty terrible and stupid. Hey, kitten, are you bitching the box? Are you bitching the box? No, come. Nice snuffs. Snuffle up, I guess. Say hello to your adoring fans. Go into your little bed. No, you just want to lie here and bit the box. Okay. Okay, you just want to lie here out of the way. With C-3PO getting ready to commit suicide. That's kind of how it looked, isn't it? My impression was that they were doing something to him that was... My guess is one of two things regarding that moment, which is either he did somehow... Because there's the whole, if you read the leaks and stuff like that, there's this whole idea that, he's has to update some programming or something to be able to read the Sith language, to decipher the thing, to get the thing, to go to the place, to do the stuff. So what's up, NFL Guru 22? Hi, Tubian 323. Hey, Rosh Shlomo, what's up? Pretty much everything we covered at Midnight's Edge as far as the plot leaks you can find in the trailer. Yeah, so it definitely, yeah, the accurate. All the plot leaks seem to be getting slowly confirmed. Anyway, where was I on my train of thought? So my thoughts with 3PO with that moment is either something happened when he did that, when he got the whole red eyes so we can read the Sith language and whatnot, and he got corrupted and needs to effectively be kind of put down, which would be stupid and terrible. Yes, Brenda S., I am back in SoCal. Or that he was about to do something ridiculously dangerous. Maybe in the downloading of this information, they knew it would wipe his memory or personality or something, or whatever he was about to do. There was a good chance that that he wouldn't survive it, at least his memory and personality. So those are my theories regarding how can reading a language mess up a droid. Baron 888 beats me, but there's a lot that's probably not going to make a lot of sense from this movie. So. Toucan Monkeys. It's almost a good 3PO of the script of this movie early. Golden Boy is ready to check out and fulfill his dream of becoming an English teacher in the inner city. Oh man, that would be hilarious. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited because we are going to have special guests tonight. Jeff and Anna are going to be joining me. Anna will be joining me at her leisure. Jeff will be joining me as soon as the High Council's over. So Jordan Key says, memory wipe and new info upload. That would be, yes, maybe if they have to wipe his memory. Maybe his memory takes up too much space and there's not enough data in order to upload this new information in order to make him be able to do the thing. Joey Bulford loved the music in the trailer. So I have mixed feelings about this music because they've been playing with this and all the other trailers too, with this sort of more, even grander yes, ranting will be happening. This sort of even grander fanfare version of the regular fanfare. Can you get Cecil on the show? I can ask Cecil to join. If you guys want Cecil, I'll certainly invite Cecil. He doesn't usually come on he hasn't been on my streams often. He doesn't usually respond to my messages. I guess he's too important for me. But if you guys want Cecil, I will invite Cecil. So maybe if I do this with this, we'll have another moment of cat fling against the wall. So kitty. Yes, kitty loves toy. Where I lost my train of thought now. Hi, Igniting the Stars. Oh, how are you? It's good to see you here. How many times are they gonna milk that tearful Leia hug shot? Yeah. So I didn't talk about that in my video today because I'm actually building an entire video around that and a couple other moments from that that trailer. Yes, Jeffrey Nelson, my sink water is drinkable. I do know Star Wars: The Old Republic. I haven't played it though. But anyway, I haven't done a lot of gaming. Yes, Earth Demon. I know. I was there. I saw it. I wasn't there, but I watched it. It sucked, and now it's over. So now we have next week to look forward to. And I'm just relishing in the memory that my team didn't lose to the Jets. So, yeah. Are you having fun, May Little? May Little's having fun. But yeah. I am. Well, you definitely know they're going to kill Leia because that was another bit of the trailer where you have the Force Ghost sound of Luke's voice going, the Force will be with you, and you hear Leia saying always. So, obviously we knew she was going to die. It made sense. It would feel sort of weird to have her character not die in the movie, knowing that Carrie Fisher's gone in real life. It's just sort of a weird thing to have her still be out in the universe, and we know that the woman who gave her life in the first place is no longer with us. So, yeah. Baron 888, I don't know. I don't think there's a great answer to that. I don't think they used CGI though. They said that the statement they made on it was that it was entirely existing footage that was unused from the other movies. So, so that was the thing. Kitty, what's up? I was gonna open that box. I'm gonna open the boxes in a minute. I figure I'd get that done. Before my guests arrive, since they probably won't be as interested in what's in the boxes. This as I am. Hi, hello, Jane Little. Jane. The worst part was it was all about. So I'll get to my least favorite. When Anna and Jeff get here, we'll all share our least favorite parts. If you've watched my video on it today, you already know. Well, it's kind of what I opened with, so you probably get a sense of it. Marquand, thank you for the super chat. The cavalry charge on the outside of a Star Destroyer while it is in space. The stupidity is physically painful. Yeah, there's so many stupid moments in this. I forgot to even mention that in my video today. But the nonsense of having a cavalry charge in a movie like this, the pure idiocy of let's draw on the most basic dramatic trope of any final battle, irrespective of the fact that it doesn't fucking work in space on creatures that look basically like horses. You can't quite, you can see this something funky about their faces, but it's this whole business that they keep doing, you know, of like, oh, here's a creature, we made something weird, or like we made literal just foxes that are just made out of ice crystals. There you go. We made literal horses that just look a little funky. It doesn't, it's not Star Wars. Nothing else. There's nothing else in the Star Wars universe, creature wise, that looks like a this thing, only a that. I mean, the closest thing you have are like banthas look kind of like yaks, but even they are so oversized and funky, and they make that weird noise, so it takes you out of them being a yak. Like, what are these animals? I consistently say the little crystal foxes look like something out of Neopets, not Star Wars. Anthony Shirley, thank you for the super chat. The money for this film could have been used for Firefly. Yeah, you're not wrong, and that makes me sad all the time. Earth Demon 126 says, which character do you want to die? How about all of them except for Lando? The originals can live. Lando, 3PO, Chewie, they can all live. Everyone else should just fucking die. So what are you doing? What are you doing, my littles? Anyway, just Angry Vaders wants to embrace the stupidity. Reasonable. Oh, my littles. They're busy cute. Yeah, anyway, let's open this box that my cat's sitting on, because it sounds more fun. Look, Price Right Review, thank you for the super chat. New hashtag via Josiah, hashtag long live the soy horses. Lol. Yeah. Soy horses. Good. Nice. All of them, but Lando, 3PO, R2D2, Chewie. Exactly. Oh my god, I almost forgot about R2 since he's been such a non-character after having been replaced by BB-8 and whatever this new megaphone on a wheel is that we're supposed to be super excited about. Where is Kylo's mask? Well, we see it in that one bitty shot that I think is actually going to be a vision anyway. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, bam! What's up? Hello.
Hey, okay. Can you hear me?
There you go. All right. I can hear you. I don't know about them bitches, but I can hear you for sure.
Okay.
Welcome.
My computer is like, you're all pixelated, so I don't know how bad my internet is. Let's do this.
Your audio is coming in pretty well. Your video is hell lagging.
Okay, let me just turn off my camera then. There we go.
That works.
Hello. Am I late?
Not really. I mean, I just started a few minutes ago, and Jeff's still wrapping up the High Council, so you good.
Okay. I was worried.
No worries.
I just finished filming my Joker review. It's like an hour and a half long.
Damn. I still haven't done a review of that. I wasn't sure I was going to, but I've been sitting on it for a while, and I feel like my assessment of the film has gotten a lot more complex, so I think maybe I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked it.
I did too. It got me in the fifis.
Oh man, so many fifis. So many fifis. Oh, it was all the way through too. It was just like, ugh. Oh, did you see how big these motherfuckers are getting, by the way?
Oh my god, who is that?
That's Mal.
Oh my god, he's full grown.
I know, and here's Jane. Jane's so big too.
Oh my god, they're big. They're not kittens anymore, Jesse.
I know. I mean, they're so much smaller than the other guys, but they're so big. Jane's starting. Their kitten faces totally went away. Jane is starting to actually get his kitten face back. Mal just looks like a small cat. Like his face doesn't look kitteny at all.
Yeah, that's one thing. I remember when you came over to my dad's ranch and you saw them. Daisy, she's the sister from like the previous litter. She's still really small, so she's really petite.
Yeah. I wonder, so Mal has these massive paws and these big thick legs, so he might get big. His legs are not long right now. They're really stumpy. He actually looks really funny. Super stumpy. But then Jane his paws are still kind of delicate, and he's tall. He's much taller than Mal, but he's very lithe and much lighter, so he might end up kind of being a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be little.
Maybe he's skinny like the mom.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, they're doing so good too. They're so fun. Like, we went to pick them up from my friend's house when I got back yesterday. I was starting to pack them up. I went to go get Lando to put him in the backpack, and when I came to put him in, Mal was already in the other backpack, just sitting there like, I'm ready to go.
Aw, little babies.
Cute. They travel really well. They're very good about that. Jane, you're going to get off that box eventually because I'm going to have to open it at some point.
What's in the box? Do you know?
I don't know. That is the question. But I have 2 packages here, so I'm going to unbox them at some point tonight. But yeah. So what did you think? Well, actually, we'll wait till Jeff gets here and we'll all answer the question together. But what did you think was the stupidest part of the trailer? We have been chatting trailer already. I take it you've watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's just watching something that I'm like, I'm never going to like see this, you know?
You're not going to see it?
Probably not. Like I said, if it's a cheap, like if I find it on Pirate Bay, I don't care if it's like a really bad, cam edition. I don't have any desire to do that. Every single second of my life, is precious. So why would I do that? I just don't want to be in pain anymore.
That's a good point. I'm the kind of person I need to watch the train wreck. So I'll probably.
Yeah, I get it. I know everyone is different. I understand like why Jeremy, why everyone else is gonna watch it. It's just I don't know. I don't have the heart right now to be heartbroken again and to be let down like that again.
I can understand that completely. So I was I asked my friend Kelly if she would come with me because I was like, will you be my I was like, I'll buy your ticket if you'll come be my moral support. So she said sure. So we have a tradition whenever we go to a movie opening, we go to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner, usually beforehand. So it's so good. And there's one right at the ArcLight in Sherman Oaks. So we go to that one beforehand. I was like, we were seeing it a little earlier. It's a 5:00 showing. So I was like, well, do you want to do cheesecake before or after? And she was like, let's do it before because I have a feeling we're going to need a drink after.
Very true. Oh, but Cheesecake Factory has such good drinks.
It does. So we might drink there a little bit after. You can always go back and just for the drinks. And then we'll probably drunk stream it and get hammered. Oh, Drunk 3BO, thank you for the super chat. Much love to you both. You guys stream so late for this East Coast boy that has to wake up early. Aw, happy to support you both. Well, thank you for staying up for a minute to super chat. And I'll stream early other days. We got to do stream together at some point, so I'll stream early another day. This is just my regular spot.
My sleep schedule is so off that I usually go to bed around like 10 a.m. now, and so sometimes I'll just do a stream at 6 a.m.
Wow, you'd be the new Good Morning Pop Culture.
I mean, I might. I mean, right now I haven't slept in a while, but I'm leaving, so I got to get work done, so that way I have stuff coming out while I go.
I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
Lots and lots of Mio that's caffeinated.
I need sleep. I die without sleep. I mean, everyone dies without sleep, but I die faster without sleep. So.
Well, see, when I sleep, it's like I don't just sleep for an hour. I'm sleeping for like 12 hours. So I just go for, maybe 30 hours and I sleep for 12 and then I'm good.
I like how there's no happy medium. You're like, I can't sleep for an hour. I must sleep for 12. There's a bunch of hours in between 1 and 12, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
some of us sleep.
I don't control when I wake up.
That's fair. I usually sleep for like 8 or 9 hours. But that's because I don't stay up for 30 straight hours.
Yeah, that's true.
One would think if you did not stay up for 30 straight hours, you might sleep only for 8 or 9.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, back when I had like a normal sleep schedule, I think I sleep for about 8 hours before I wake up.
So, way back when, all those times ago.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck 2Get Monkey says, I'd rather watch a 2-hour movie about Jesse and Friend at Cheesecake Factory. At least it'd be fun and won't make me cry.
I know. That actually sounds like a great movie plot.
That would be hilarious. 2 hours at a Cheesecake Factory. What would that movie even be about?
Well, I know you didn't watch Friends, but some of my favorite episodes are just where the whole 30 minutes is taking place, like 30 minutes when they're trying to accomplish something inside the apartment. Like Ross trying to get everyone to go to an event and nobody's ready. And the entire episode is just him trying to get everyone ready so that way they can go and, just stuff keeps happening. So I could totally see you guys at a Cheesecake Factory and the entire plot is you guys trying to have this deep, in-depth conversation about life, but then waiting on your food, something's going wrong in the kitchen, you don't get your order gets messed up, and all you want is the damn pasta, and the waiter's fucking it up, the chef fucks it up, your drink order is wrong, and you're just venting about life and just everything is going wrong, and then everything gets resolved at the last minute.
Yeah, that could be a movie.
Yeah, I think it's super entertaining. Somebody write that.
That's right.
Writing, do that.
Lethal Lightning, thank you for the super chat. Lethal Lightning says, roast me, please. On a spit over an open fire? in an oven? How are we doing this?
I think he means like with the Ewoks, where they're like praising, and then C-3PO comes and saves them at the last minute.
Oh, that style. All right. So do you want to be saved at the last minute too, or do you want us to just actually eat you? Because I'm fine with that. Marcelo then says, I fear the movie will be a hit among normies, but at what cost? Destroying everything we worshipped and fought for since 1977. Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, The Force Awakens was kind of that too. So,
well, everyone knew The Force Awakens was going to make money, even if it didn't, if it wasn't good, because it's the first Star Wars movie to come out, and you know how long, like over a decade.
Yeah, yeah, well over a decade.
You checked Fandango to see, the pre-sale?
I haven't checked a ton. I looked at the open seats at the ArcLight, at least the one near me, and not a single showing is sold out yet. So I've been looking around. I know it certainly is selling tickets, but it's certainly nowhere near The Force Awakens.
Or even The Last Jedi. I remember it was hard to get tickets for The Last Jedi.
Yeah, this has not been the case. Lee the Lightning says extra crispy until the meat just falls off the bone. That sounds good. That sounds good. Nice and crisp skin on the outside, melty, gooey fat on the inside, nice tender meat. That sounds good. It's a way to eat an Australian. Still talking about roasting and eating Lee the Lightning.
Let's see. I'm going to look right now at just the first showing at the first theater. There are so many seats. I'm just going to screenshot all of these.
Yeah, I was going to start doing some of that too. Showing them around. The 3D showings at my theater are getting no traction. The one the early one, like 7:15 one, is less than half sold. And then even the 10:15 one, the 9:15 regular showing is like 75% sold out. The 10:15 3D has like maybe 6 tickets sold. So clearly no one wants to see this in 3D.
No, I mean, it's not worth it. Why would you pay? Oh my God, this is sad. Yeah. I had a harder time buying tickets for the Joker than I do just to look at these ticket sales. It was so hard to find a theater.
That's wow. I mean, I saw it a week late because I waited for Jeff.
Oh my God, Jesse. To see this movie there at 10 p.m. the night it comes out, there's only 2 seats sold.
Damn.
This is bad.
Pretty sad. That's pretty sad.
It's very telling.
I'm going to open this box in the meantime, since it'll be less sad than the Rise of Skywalker ticket sales. It is very telling. I mean, when The Force Awakens went on sale, the servers crashed. Last Jedi, I think my friend bought tickets way early on, like as soon as it was announced, to make sure that we get into it. Endgame was much harder. Like Endgame, you had to get that shit right away if you wanted to sit anywhere reasonable. This is pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. Wolfgang is here. What's up, Wolfie? How are you? I am unboxing this box that somebody sent to me. I love when they're like, yes, include a gift bag. And the gift bags are like, they have like infinite sized gift bags. I've received things.
Oh yeah, the Amazon ones.
Yeah, well, this gift bag is going to be a gift in all of itself for my kittens.
This movie is 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Hooray!
And I bet nothing is going to happen in that time.
Probably nothing of note. So that was one of the things I pointed out, is we got almost no new information from this trailer.
We didn't. It's like, let's look at pretty visuals. That's all JJ knows how to do.
Yeah. The only thing was like teasing 3PO possibly dying. I guess we know that the way, like, where are they going to get, what's going to happen to the Resistance is they just, spread the word and people came out of the woodwork to support. What is this? Oh my goodness. Oh, somebody got something for the kittens off my Amazon wish list. Turns out both of these things are for the kittens. You're not going to like this.
No. Oh my God.
You're not going to like this.
Why?
It's a shark.
Oh my god.
Hooray!
Nobody
so
bought
exciting.
tickets for this one showing.
What?
How do you not have a single ticket sold for a showing of Star Wars?
Wow. Oh, the Rookie Critic says, derp, trailer pretty, derp. That's pretty much how that one goes. Kittens, look what you got. You got a present. Yes. It's a bed that's a shark. Thank you. The tag said who it was from. I should have read that because that's important. Thank you, Mr. Burns. Thank you so much, Mr. Burns. It is much appreciated. Shark. Okay, cool. Is there anything else of note in here? No, just
Okay, now this one theater is some tickets are getting sold.
Han, that's a throat drop. You probably shouldn't be chewing on it. Whatever. It's a shark. Shark bed. Shark bed for kiddos. Who wants to try the shark bed first? Oh, super chat. Anthony Sholey, my theater started carding again with the Joker release. That seems honestly unnecessary. Oh, okay. What have I done here? I didn't even. I got Mary Mayhem waiting over here. I don't even remember sending her a link.
You're in the thing. You sent it in a group message.
Oh, I sent it a group message. Oh, that's why. Well, cool. Who else was in the group message?
I don't know. I think that was the group message that I made when I did my stream. You sent it out to a lot of people, Jess.
Holy shit. I meant to send it to you, but that is totally fine. We'll take whoever comes.
You sent it to me, Jeremy, Ryan, Mary, Savannah, Josiah, and Drunk 3PO.
Goddamn. Well, okay. I like all of those people, so I guess anybody can come.
I literally only wanted to hop by for a second anyway, just to be like, what's up, ladies?
Totally fine. What's up? I like Pixel Ryan judging us.
Yeah, he's judging you. He's judging all of us. So,
well, since you're here, Mary, what was your least favorite part of the last Rise of Skywalker trailer?
Oh shoot, man! I literally lost my mind as soon as Drunk 3PO said he was looking at his friends, taking one last look at his friends. I had a meltdown. I was verge of tears on my trailer reaction. I managed to keep them from rolling down the cheeks, but it ticks me off because that whole emotional manipulation tactic was in full force, and I'm sitting there going, these are not the feels you want me to feel right now, Lucasfilm. All I want right now is to get back the people who he is actually friends with. I know Luke, I know Han, I know Leia. Those are the people that he should be looking at and saying that to. And instead, you've got this forced connection.
Exactly.
Oh man, it ticked me off. So initially I was incredibly upset, like really emotional, and now I'm just mad. Now I'm just really mad and would like very much to just go over there and find someone to strangle because this is ridiculous.
Hey, freaking men to that. I'm all about that. Sorry, I'm just going to spray the inside of this shark with catnip spray and then throw one of my cats in it.
Is it a shark?
Yeah. It was on my Amazon Prime wish list for my kitties, and somebody decided to give it to me.
Oh my god, that's such a cool idea.
Right? I was like, I have cats. And Anthony Sholey says, hi, Mary. Thank you for the super chat, Anthony. Hi. You don't want to. My cats are all hunkered down in the kitchen because they think it's dinner time and they'd like me to feed them. I'll let you put your smell in it first because I let the kittens go in it first, then Lando's never going to go in it. Lando, do you want to be a shark? Stop breaking things in the kitchen, you assholes. Come on, go in. Go be a shark. Go into the shark. Yes.
I'm just staring at a cat anus right now.
He looks like he's being eaten by a shark. I love it.
What?
So I put this on my request list before I was dating Jeff. And he's moving here, and he is not a big fan of sharks either. So, like it. So
kindred spirits in that way.
So he's gonna have to deal with the fact that this shark bed lives in our house now.
No.
What is it, like a Jaws thing or something, or
what?
What is it, like Jaws? Like, why is he?
Yeah, I think it was like a Jawsy kind of thing. Yeah, buddy, go into the shark. Go into the shark. Enter the shark. Enter the shark!
You should like tie it on a freaking string and swing it around and call it a Sharknado.
That would be hilarious. There you go, buddy. You like it? You like the shark?
Well, like, I didn't mean to crash for too long. I actually do have 1,000,001 things I do, but I have a philosophy, and if I see a link, I click it. So.
That's a good philosophy, and I'm glad you did because, I adore you, and I love having you on. So
Yeah,
I'm glad it's a happy accident.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hooray!
All right, ladies, I'll talk to you later.
All right,
Bye, Mary.
Bye, Anna. Bye, Jesse.
Bye. Well, at least it was a list of good people that I accidentally sent that all to.
I know.
I was like rushing to get this up, so I saw your name and I didn't even think about it. Oh, are you coming out of the shark now? Now there's a little.
That happened to me one time. I meant to send a link to Sav, and so I just typed in Sav's name on Facebook, and I was in this group message with like all of our old roommates.
Yeah.
From college, and they're all just like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
I was like, please don't click on it. Just don't.
I love those moments. Aren't those fun? Jeffrey Turner, aka MegaJenny1, says, hello, Jesse and Mary, hello, and I'm sorry again, Anna.
It's okay, I get it.
So what happened? Because he told me, he sent a super chat, and he was like, I feel really bad, but I sort of snapped at Anna, and I said sorry, but I feel bad.
It's, so when I was doing that kind of about all of the psycho railowers that were like harassing me for like 48 hours straight, I did a stream on it. And so usually when I do like big talking point streams, if I stop to read super chats, it kind of messes up the flow of conversation. I only invited a few people, and then people showed up in the chat, so we sent them links. So like I didn't plan on having Gary on the show. I didn't think he would be interested in talking about it. Mahler randomly showed up, so we sent him a link, and Mahler came on for a little bit. And when Mahler and somebody like Mahler and Gary come on, it's like all of the fans for them come, and so I'm pretty sure that those people, those extra 100 people come, they don't want to sit there and watch me read super chats, and I know that their time is valuable, so I just let the conversation flow. And so I didn't read super chats until the end, and I know some people got frustrated with me about that, which I understand. I remember the first time I watched EFAP, I sent in like a couple super chats, and I was irritated that that didn't get read. But then after watching the show, I understand that they make time for those super chats at the end. So even though it's not read initially, it does get read. You do get acknowledged, and they give them the time. Yeah. So when I just do kind of like just chill live streams like this, like where me and you are kind of talking, or if it's just me, then I'll read them as soon as I can. But when it's big things like that, when it's like a serious talking point, I'm showing a lot of information. So I was showing all of the screen recordings from all of the harassment, because I document all of that. I show my receipts. And so I was doing all of that. And so I understand the frustration. It's something when that happens, if you're frustrated with me, let me know, message me about it, send me an email, and, we can talk about it. I'm sorry to everyone that was frustrated, but that's kind of how I do things on big, kind of talking streams like that, especially when I have, get a lot of guests on it. It kind of gets overwhelming, especially when there's over 1,000 people watching. Or maybe that was the Jack show where there was 1,000 people, 500 people watching. It's a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's tons. Yeah, I hear you. I wish I had streams that went like that.
Especially, I wasn't even like really in the best mindset, because I was just incredibly stressed. But that I shouldn't even brought in that's just an excuse. But I am sorry to everyone if you got frustrated. But kind of posting about that on Twitter, it's one thing to talk to me about it, and you can take out your frustration on me, because that was kind of a situation where you were frustrated with me, and so let me know. But when you post it on Twitter, other people can see that, and people will prey on those that are vulnerable, and if they see that you're vulnerable, they're going to pounce. And I just had to deal with that. So you're not only subjecting yourself to criticism from other people, but the trolls are out there and they watch like crazy, so you're putting yourself out there for that kind of feedback. So I appreciate the apology. I understand the frustration, and I'm sorry. I'm always learning. I didn't, take a class on how to do this kind of stuff. It's just kind of, you learn on the job.
The seat of your pants.
Yeah. So, if there's another situation like that, just please let me know, and, talk to me. I I think I'm reasonable when I'm not, pissed off or, like drunk. But I mean,
reasonable when I'm
usually
drunk.
when people bring concerns like that to me, I take that kind of stuff seriously because I don't want, people that watch my show all of the time or like watch my live streams, watch my videos. I don't want you to feel alienated. I don't want you to feel upset with me because, you waited so long. So let me know, to do that kind of stuff in private and, I'll talk to you and we'll figure it out. Just, there's a time and a place for things.
Yeah.
But I think I elaborated enough now. I kind of feel like I'm just rambling, but I hope that I made my point. I hope that I came across okay.
You are good. I would like to grab this other whatchamacallit. Why can't I words? This
box.
It's a bag, really.
A bag.
I'm just making sure I get the name right of the person. Because I know who sent it to me. It was it's Abel Rosario and his wife Angeli. So Angeli runs this company called Body Magic. She makes homemade bath and body products, which are really, really cool. So the last time she sent me one of these, I got my own personalized God Empress body scent, as well as lip scrub. And I have one of them right here, actually. These hand molded, I have two of them right here. Hand molded soaps, Han and Carbonite. I got a Death Star. There's a Millennium Falcon, I think, elsewhere in my apartment. But really, really cool stuff. I don't know if I could even bring myself to use the soaps because they're so cool. But yeah, really cool, all homemade natural stuff. So I wonder what's going to be in here. Oh, Jeffrey Darnay, you make a new one. Thank you for the super chat again. He says, I was sad because I lost another elder and it made me, it merely fueled my frustration and I wrongly lashed out. The night after posting, I cried myself to sleep. Oh, well,
I'm sorry.
Sorry that you were going through that too. And we all do things in the heat of anger, and that's the nice thing is we can talk it out and figure it out. We all feel better.
Yeah, dude. I mean, unfortunately, I think if anyone, can understand about that right now, I think it's safe to say that I can.
Yeah.
So I get it. Sometimes it feels good in the moment to lash out, just to release that kind of frustration. Don't ever cry yourself to sleep. If you need to, if I did something wrong, please tell me, and I'll try to resolve it as soon as I can. And if I can't stand to see other people in pain, so I'm really sorry. I don't know the situation, but losing family sucks, and unfortunately, I can relate to you on that right now.
Yeah. Where did my knife go? There it is. This is full of more beautiful.
Losing your knife on a bed is not exactly the best situation to be in.
It was sheathed. Thank you very much. Though I finally did bring this back from Philly. I didn't want to drive with it when I moved across the country because a lot of different laws of different states about different states have different laws about fixed bladed knives. This one I technically actually can't carry outside of my apartment in LA, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. Fixed.
Oh, you can't conceal it. That's the thing. You have to have it.
You actually can't carry it. Knives are weird. You can't carry this on your person either. Fixed blade knives have very stringent restrictions in Los Angeles. So
why?
But, I don't know. I think this might be 2. I think you can only carry something that's like 2 inches, not concealed.
That's what she said.
And this is more than 2 inches. I think it's a 3-inch knife. So yeah. But I love it. It's a great little boot knife. So I have it around. Oh, John Thomas says surprises in Rise of Skywalker. The swine trek comes to blow up the Star Destroyers. The Red Skull is Palpatine's new apprentice. Rey brings Kylo back to the light and makes him a cuckold. Yeah,
of course she does.
Sounds about right. Okay, oh my God, this is delightful.
What is it?
Too fun. All right, children, close your eyes. This is too fun. It's dick soap.
Oh my gosh, I saw those at that horror convention I went to.
Dick soap. So I have dick soap. I can scrub myself clean with 3 different colors of dick.
Are you actually going to use those, or are you going to keep them treasured on display in your bathroom?
I don't know. I might use one. I might save them until Jeff moves out here and be like, hey, sweetie, I've got soap for us. I feel like that would be a pro. Oop, there's another package, another pile of handmade soaps. They smell amazing. Oh, this stuff is like I want to use it, but I also don't because I don't want it to I don't want it to go away and be gone. I'll just document it with beautiful photography. Oh, and another scent. This one is unicorn farts.
Oh.
Delightful.
You remember when we were kids and like you would get made fun of if you liked unicorns because that was such a dorky thing to do.
Yep.
Like it was okay to have like the Lisa Frank book, but if you like advertised you liked unicorns, it was like frowned upon. And now it's like everyone loves unicorns.
Yep. All the things that weren't cool are now the coolest. And it's stupid. I represent everyone who's like, I got into this thing 2 years ago because I'm like, well, I got made fun of this as a child for liking the thing. Probably by people like you, actually. By people like you. So fuck you, you fake piece of shit, and shut up. Holden Caulfield had it right. I can't speak tonight. Holden Caulfield had it right. Everyone's a fucking phony.
I love that book so much.
I actually really enjoy it too. Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1, says, posted my trailer reaction and Terminator lore video. All right, guys, if you're interested in the Terminator, go check out Mega Jetty 1's channel and check out that video. Happy Shepherd Puppy says, rhinos are fat unicorns.
I love baby rhinos. They're so freaking cute.
They are really cute. Let's smell unicorn farts. Ooh. It's delightful. Do you like that? Do you like that, Lando? Do you want to smell like unicorn farts? I'll put it on you. Oh, it's got a really nice, it's like a really, it's kind of a sweet smelling perfume. I like it a lot. In contrast, my God Empress one is Swedish, but it's more flowery and fragrant. And this one smells like candy. So when I want to smell like candy, there's definitely application for that. Actually, I'll probably wear that when I go to this Halloween party on Saturday. I'm going to do something. I have this dress. I have to figure out what else to do with this costume because I'm trying to like build around this dress. It's like light blue. I'm going to be like sort of a fairy or a sprite or something, but I need like elf ears or something else, or I don't know.
A waterbender?
Yeah, I could, but I'm not really a
Avatar
fan. Oh, hello, Jesse. Here's another package including a handful of crafted soaps, 3 special edition lightsabers. Lightsaber, aka penis. And scented oil. Whoever said the Force is female has never played with lightsabers.
Nah.
Hope you like this package. Take care, Angeli. Aw, that's really.
I hope that pun was intended.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was. Considering that my lightsabers are dicks, I would say. So. Yeah, that's awesome. She's really wonderful. Our husband's really wonderful. They both chat with me online sometimes. Just seem like really, really sweet, good people. So, thank you to my memory, Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns, thank you for the shark bed, and thank you, Angeli, for the wonderful scented soaps. Mwah! And thank you, Kitchen. Go play in your shark. Jane, do you want to go play in your shark? You have a shark now. Go in your shark. It is a shark. Nah, oh, you just want to play with that. Bless you. You sneeze. Did the catnip make you sneeze? Clearly, I'm so engaged with this stream. Haha. Oh, good night, Mega Jetty. Brain. Skywalker. Star Wars. So here's one of the things that I'm wondering about is what are we actually going to get moving forward after this film in terms of other Star Wars films? Because it seems sort of counter to the point where supposedly they scrapped an Obi-Wan origin movie that we're getting the show now, but they scrapped an Obi-Wan origin film. They scrapped a Boba Fett origin film they were talking about and Bob Iger came right out and said, we're going to slow down. We're not going to make as many films anymore because we just think people get inundated with it. So now you have 7 films being discussed because you have a trilogy from Benioff and Weiss. You have a trilogy from Rian Johnson, and you have a trilogy, or you have a single film purportedly that Kevin Feige is developing. So that's 7 movies. All of these guys are huge names in cinema. none of these guys are going to be waiting. No one's going to be like, oh yeah, so 6 years from now, your movies are going to come out, or we're going to make your movies. No one's going to fucking wait around on that project. So I don't understand what this direction is going to be. I don't understand what all these. I mean, are these projects in development just all going to get the axe? Like, what's the deal moving forwards? It seems like we're getting a lot of conflicting bits of information. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's oh my god, where to begin? Honestly, did you see the picture that I posted earlier on Twitter?
I didn't.
Okay, so I'm going to text it to you right now. That way you can see what I'm talking about. But for everyone in the chat, if you don't watch Game of Thrones, you might not know too much about what I'm talking about. But so one of the things about Game of Thrones was that the directors, they took this 2-year break. And what you see in the documentary, what people have confirmed, is that they didn't spend too much time there. They weren't as invested like they were before. Now, just to check your text messages so you can see what I'm talking about. Maybe I can do a screen share, actually. Let me switch my mouse over to the computer. My camera won't work. So, one of the things I saw when I was watching the trailer, I was like, this scene looks really familiar. I was distracted at first because of the fact that, okay, you're on the Death Star. It's been in the ocean. Why is there no decomposition? If it's been sitting in the ocean, why are there no barnacles? Why are there no plant life on it? I don't understand. And then when I was editing my video, I was like, this shot looks so freaking familiar. Where have I seen this before? And then I saw it and I was like, oh, that's freaking familiar.
Yeah.
Let me do this screen share so everyone can see what I'm talking about.
It did look familiar to me too. Watching it, I couldn't put my finger on it, but it did.
Why is this my computer's being super slow? Oh no! Don't log out! Don't log out! Oh no! If I try to do more than one thing on this computer now, it like slowly dies.
Yeah. Midnight's Edge After Dark. Goodbye, space horses. They're flying over you.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
All right. Well, my computer's not going to work with me on this. But so basically, the shot in the trailer where Rey and Kylo Ren are facing off in the throne room. I'm like, okay. So, oh, cool. It's going to let me do this now. So, I mean, how many times are these two going to fight, and how many times is she going to beat his ass? Because that's all we're getting right now. It's allowing me to share. Can you add it?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Here, add my screen.
How do I do that?
You go down below and it'll show another screen. You just click add to stream as if it's like another person.
There it is. Haha. There we go.
Okay. So you guys can see, obviously these two shots look very familiar. And how convenient. Again, I don't understand how this thing survived the explosion, because that thing like was obliterated into like tiny little specks. But somehow it's fine. Somehow that glass in the window didn't break. Somehow the throne is still intact. And it looks a lot like another throne room that we saw recently. And I'm like, either JJ just doesn't, care about covering his tracks anymore, and just blatantly copying, or, some people kind of helped him out and worked on the Rise of Skywalker kind of as, their kind of like test run on doing Star Wars. Yeah. And, after the backlash that they've gotten for Game of Thrones, I bet that Bob Iger is not going to put up with that anymore, because one thing that Bob Iger might not care about the company that he works for. He might not care about Mickey Mouse. He might not care about Heart and Soul. One thing that Bob Iger does care about is the dollar sign. So he saw the big backlash from The Last Jedi. He's not okay with that. He brought J.J. Abrams back because he's like, oh, J.J. Abrams make money. J.J. Abrams' film wasn't as controversial. Let me bring him back. Oh, these guys are doing really well. Game of Thrones, I want something like that. Then he saw what happened with the last season and is like, oh, shit. Do I want these guys? Retirement's not looking too bad for him. But, I'm just like, people aren't covering their tracks very easily, and they're probably going to use the excuse, it's a typical standoff scene. It's like, no, look at this shot. There's a reason why I was able to find these two screenshots and just, why it was that simple. It's because you know, it's just the creativity. It's the same people. It's the same people working on stuff. And you know what? I honestly thought it was a good idea to bring Kevin Feige in because I'm like, okay, at least Kevin Feige, for the most part, had a great plan. He thought out Marvel very well. Like him and his team look. I mean, it wouldn't be, every time they make a movie, it's $1 billion movie if, they didn't plan it out. Every single movie wasn't, the best movie in the world, but the way that he built up characters through these films and these stories, if we didn't have those movies, we wouldn't have the same impact when we were watching the Avengers movies.
Absolutely.
Like Tony Stark, watching his movies, it's like, all right, there's parts of these that are good, helping the character develop, but, overall, it's not the best movie in the world. So when you watch, the Avengers movie, when you watch Endgame, it's like the best thing about that movie for me was Tony Stark. And, if we didn't have those movies that came before, it wouldn't have been, as much of an impact on the world as it was. So at least with Kevin Feige, if they do want to do that plan, they want to do to Star Wars what they did with Marvel. Let's have a movie come out, every 2 months, basically. We don't have to worry about, dropping Black Panther right before, an Avengers movie because they're both going to make $1 billion.
$1 billion, exactly.
And so if they did, like, go back, do the Old Republic, plan it out, show all these different people in different aspects of this. So, like, show here's the X-Wing people, here's the Jedi people, here's the Sith people. Let's show all these different characters. They each get their own movie, and then we'll build up to, a team movie. There you go. The Jedi are meeting up and like forming the Jedi temple, forming what the Jedi Order, and showing all these different types of Jedi and how they come to create the Jedi text and how the Sith do the same thing.
Exactly. Just gonna hit the super chat real quick. Disturbed fan 0717 Productions says, "How dare they stand where Luke and Vader stood? This trilogy is repulsive and offensive to anyone who holds Star Wars close in their hearts." I couldn't agree more. It is absolutely. It's a mockery because all that is, and we'll get to that. All this is just framings and callbacks from the other film. They act like there's such a new original Star Wars. It's not. It's not even a bit. And on that note, Jeff is here, guys. So let's add Jeff from World Class Bullshitters to the stream.
What's up?
Hi, Jeff.
Hi,
Welcome.
Anna.
Happy late
Jesse.
birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Turn off my TV so we don't show anything I shouldn't show, like a car ad.
Or
What happens if you show a car ad?
I just don't want her to get a copyright strike. Like, oh, you're showing some copyright material. I'd feel terrible.
Also, you missed this. I got lightsaber soap. Lightsaber soap.
Oh, lightsaber soap. Cool.
In three
The
different
circle is now complete.
in 3 different colors. So we'll have ways to keep ourselves clean when you live here.
Yeah, I'm definitely super excited to live with you now.
Also, the other thing I got, which should make you really excited too, is a shark bed for the cats.
I saw that and I was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it lives here now.
Yeah,
so.
I'm with you, Jeff.
If that like pops up on my face when I'm sleeping, I might freak out.
Well, I don't see why that would happen.
Just saying, stranger shit has happened between us.
That you're not wrong. That. You're not wrong. Anthony Shirley says Star Wars, a Star Wars story.
Thank you, Tyler Preston. Yes, it was my birthday on the 21st.
Yep. Which was yesterday. So everyone say happy birthday to Jeff. Do it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday. I said it first before anybody else.
You did. My mom got mad. She called me in the morning. She's like, I want to be the first person to wish you happy birthday. I'm like, Mom, Jesse messaged me at 12:01 last night. She beat you. She goes, I'm going to have a talk with her. I'm like, well, Mom, she's very important, so you're going to have to get to talk to her anyway.
I'm looking forward to that lecture. I was the one to bring him into this world. Therefore, I will be the first one to wish him happy birthday on his birthday.
What you're going to do to me next year is you're going to be like, I'm not wishing you happy birthday till you talk to your mom. And like, she doesn't call all day until late into the night. And then you're like, oh, sorry, happy birthday. I'm like, well, my birthday's over. I'm like, fuck.
I'm not going to do that.
I know you're not going to do that. You're a good girlfriend. So there we go.
No, we're going to hold off on having sex on the 20th until after midnight so we can have birthday sex.
Hold off and yeah, right.
By hold off, I mean have sex twice that night and then 3 more times the next day. Sorry, chat and Anna.
Third wheeling like a boss.
Yeah.
Love you. John Thomas says Jar Jar Abrams is like the aliens in Independence Day, moving from one franchise to the next.
Oh my God, that's
moving
perfect. That is the
That is
perfect
exactly
analogy
what
for
it
this
is.
shithole that he has created.
Oh God,
That is.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about it on the High Council. I feel like the ending to this movie is going to be a lot like Independence Day. Do you remember how after the army had been destroyed, they just got anyone that could help to fight against the final alien ship? That's
Yeah.
what this end battle feels like. It's going to be led by the Falcon, and like every junk dealer and somebody with a ship that has a weapon on it is going to be fighting the First Order.
That's what it looked like in that shot.
That's sort of, and that's I feel like what they implied with the little monologue. I couldn't even tell. Was that supposed to be Finn or Poe talking?
It was Finn at first, then it was Poe.
And then it was Poe. Okay, it changed. I couldn't even. It was so confusing. But that whole thing about we're not defeated. Other people will take up the cause. I felt like that was all sort of those two things were pairing with each other like that. Exactly that. That this is the answer to that whole like, oh look, the resistance has been decimated. Well, it's literally the only cliffhanger from the previous movie left over into this one, and they've just answered it in the trailer. So. Like, well, great. Now we know that. Great. So they just scrounge up a whole bunch of people and they defeat the Empire. Hooray. Probably at the very end, it will take, Kylo Ren turning on him in classic, let's mirror the old movie fashion. And I'll kill him because, that'll be really important and meaningful because we've never seen a plot twist like that before.
All the spoilers are coming true, guys.
They are.
So bad.
We were looking at some of them on the High
Game
Council.
of Thrones.
Oh.
So bad.
Anna, what breaks your heart more, the Game of Thrones or Star Wars?
I feel like I'm just numb to it right now. Definitely was Star Wars because I can't. I don't know. I was so excited when I went in for The Last Jedi, and then just within the first 5 minutes, I was like, "What the fuck is this shit? Like, this is not Star Wars." Whereas Game of Thrones, I'm just like, I still had hope even until the end, and then even like Jeremy and Mahler told me what was gonna happen, and I didn't believe it because it just sounded too fucking ridiculous. And then I'm watching, I'm like, holy fucking shit, no, stop it. And at that point, it was just like, after The Last Jedi, I'm like, well, just fucking throw it at me. Like, what else are we gonna get? Like, are the dragons gonna turn into cotton candy monsters, and like everyone's just gonna start like singing Kumbaya, and the Munchkins are gonna come from Oz? Like, what else can you possibly do now? Because you're just fucking up everything.
Yeah. All right. So now that I have you all here, we can answer the question that I posed in the title of this video. What is the actual worst part of this trailer for you guys?
Space horses. That was. I keep wanting to say the dumbest thing I've seen in Star Wars is, but I can never pick one thing because it gets progressively dumber. Like throughout my lifetime, it's like, oh, the dumbest thing I've ever seen is Jar Jar Binks. Well, the dumbest thing I've ever seen is the part where Anakin tries to seduce Padme on Naboo. Oh, the dumbest thing I've ever seen is another Death Star. The dumbest thing I've ever seen is space horses at a casino. Now again, horses on a Star Destroyer in the upper atmosphere of a planet going to fight TIE fighters. That is the dumbest thing so far that I've seen from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm sure you loved it, Jesse.
No. Well, first of all, I never like seeing horses in charges because it means I'm going to watch a bunch of them die. Second of all, no. I was discussing this earlier about how one of my things I dislike a lot about that is the same thing I really dislike about the little crystal foxes from The Last Jedi, which look more like Neopets than like a thing that belongs in Star Wars, is that we've never before, like the closest thing we've had in Star Wars to an animal that looks like a real, like a recognizable animal is like banthas. They look like giant yaks, but even they don't really look like yaks. They still look distinctly alien and make funny noises. And sort of because it's puppeteering and not CGI, it has this alien quality to its movement. It's not just streamlined. I think if CGI today had been available during that time, banthas would have looked a lot more like giant yaks and been a lot, it would have compromised that reality as well. But then so you have the crystal foxes, which just look like foxes made out of crystals. And then you have these, which for all intents and purposes look like horses. I mean, they look kind of funky. I couldn't quite tell. They have an extra leg in there somewhere, or some weird accoutrements on their faces. But they certainly look recognizably and move recognizably like horses. I mean, this is a situation where it looks like they put people on horses and then CGI'd something else on top of it.
Or like put some kind of costuming over it. Because that was the thing that JJ's like, oh, I'm bringing the regular special effects back. And it's like, why?
You put a hat on a horse. Good fucking job.
I know.
But
did you guys watch Avatar, the one of the blue people?
Yes.
No, yes.
Okay, I feel like if I went, because there's so much in this that I'm like, I've seen this shot before. That shot with them riding the horses, I was like, didn't they do this in Avatar? Isn't there a shot of them on those like Avatar horse things in Avatar? I feel like if I went and dug up, I could find that shot just like I did with the Game of Thrones shot. Everything feels kind of like recycled.
It always is. I would hit some of these super chats right here. Bruce Lombardo says, lick the like button. Hail to the chat. Yes, guys, press that like button if you've not done so already. Do dirty things to it, violate its consent, whatever it is you want. Just do it and do it now.
Damn.
Vald the Black says, space horses are really bad unless you're on acid. Having never been on acid, I can neither confirm nor deny. It sounds like they might be terrifying if you're on acid. But
most things would be.
I wouldn't know. Disturbed fan 0717 production says, dumbest thing I saw was them trying to make Kylo Ren look scary when he looked like a soaking wet doofus. True. I don't know why Ooga Booga is happening in my chat, but it is.
Oh, that guy got banned from our channel. That's why.
Oh, okay. So he's just trying to troll mine. Stop, or you'll get blocked from this one too. All right. So we're just gonna put him in timeout. Let him see if there's a let's see if there's words. Cool. All right. Assuming he won't learn, but when he comes back, we'll get rid of him again. I don't have any. None of my mods are in here, so
neither were mine. I had to make Cecil a mod.
Oh well, Cecil's not here, so
I'm just saying that's literally what happened at the end of my stream. I was like, I need help. Cecil's like, wrench me. I gave him and Mech a random each one.
Nice.
Yeah, they did.
I'm pretty sure I don't have a wrench on your channel.
I don't think that's the case anymore. I'm pretty sure I gave you one.
Okay, we'll find out. Follow the Black says it'll be like the movie Heavy Metal.
Ooh, Tarna.
Right.
We're gonna watch Heavy Metal together.
All right, that sounds good.
It's an exercise in ugly Canadian animation.
Oh, rookie critics lurking. When the timeout on that Ooga Booga guy expires, if he comes back and starts Ooga Booging again, just ban him. I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt, even though they're full of shit. Will R, thank you for the super chat. At the end of episode 9, they ride off into the sunset on space ponies. Pooh and Finn gingerly touch tips. Ray finally finds a personality. That would be the biggest miracle of this movie if that happens. Lost Jedi 22 says, worst part, C-3PO's friends line fell out of place in the trailer and he barely knows any of them. That's what I said. Pathetic attempt at an emotional moment. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Manga's big thanks. Thank you for the super chat. They're just rolling in right now. Very glad to catch this stream. Big love to each of you guys. You're all great, and I hope you guys have a great rest of October wherever you go. Thank you very much.
We had a great October so far.
So far, so good. Vald the Black says, yes, I love that movie so much. Apparently, I'm going to be exposed to it. So
You are. It's weird. You're probably going to hate it, but I like it because it's really weird.
All right, I like weird movies sometimes.
Heavy Metal. Anna, you should watch it. And
I know what Heavy Metal is.
Okay, I want to see your reaction.
Oh, I've watched it.
Okay.
I wasn't paying too much attention, but just to give you reference, I had to watch it in class.
It's important for art.
Okay.
It was an 8 a.m. class.
I could watch Heavy Metal any time of the day. Naked John Candy. Just remember those words, Jesse.
Yeah.
Okay. So Anna, what was your least favorite part of the trailer?
I don't know. I was watching it and it's like, when you see Star Wars and it makes you feel something, I was just like, I don't feel anything anymore. And, that killed it for me because I never thought I would ever utter those words about Star Wars. But I guess, I was looking at it and I'm just like, the jungle's pretty. Okay, this ice thing is pretty, which apparently it is not on an ocean. It is an iceberg in space.
I thought it kind of looked like, and I thought that was dumb.
I didn't get that, even though I have, my thing set to HD, it doesn't come, it comes in like 480. So I was like, all right, well, I was watching the premiere and everyone's like, that's not water, Anna, it's floating in the space. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. I could have ranted about that, but just from what it looked pretty. When I saw the throne, I'm just like, it looks like Thanos' throne. Like if Thanos and Hela had a baby, that's what their throne would be.
Yeah.
The Emperor, I'm like, why are you back? This is stupid. But I guess the part that like really set it off for me, like the space horses, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Like, fuck it. Just it's another toy. It's another toy. That's all I saw it as. When I saw the Death Star, and I know we've seen it in trailers, but even that shot that I showed you, it bothered me to my very core because I'm like, Lando literally blew that shit to smithereens. Why is the glass not broken?
Why is there
so much of the glass not broken? If it's been sitting in an ocean for over 30 years, why is it not decomposed in the slightest? Why is there no vegetation growing on it? Like, are you freaking kidding me? And I was like, this is fucking lazy. Like, you could have been creative. You could have put like some kind of moss, some kind of barnacles, make it look interesting. They're trying to fight in this Death Star, but it's overcome with, all of this sea life on it. Do you know how interesting that would be to create as an artist? Just add all that in with CG. It's not like you actually have to go and find the props for it. But no, they're just like, oh no, we're going to do the absolute bare minimum. I'm like, you guys, it's just a cash grab. And
absolutely.
It's so stupid. This is not something that would have flown, if George Lucas or, Ralph McQuarrie was working.
People actually cared about building a universe? Yeah, no. Tyler Preston, thank you for the super chat. If the horses would have been robots, then maybe it would have been acceptable. The worst moment for me was the shallow attempts at making me care. Yeah, more on that from me later. Bruce Lombardo says, naked John Candy. Enjoy.
I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll be here. King Churus says, heavy metal taught me aliens love cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Valda Black says you should also watch Heavy Metal 2000, also because of weirdness.
I have that on DVD.
Right.
I'll bring it out if I can find it. I'm going to send you a picture from it. You can see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Anthony Shilley says, just when that pony show finally ended, Iger strikes. Yeah. And the good Tom King says the atmosphere would have burned it up on re-entry. Accurate. All of these things accurate. There should not be these giant chunks of Death Star. And I said that when we saw it in another scene earlier in the trailers as well. We should not have these giant chunks of Death Star left. It doesn't make any sense. So my least favorite part, because it just reminded me, and this is coming from my background as someone who read all of those like angsty emo vampire novels when I was younger. Like I read Twilight within a year of it coming out before it was like a thing. And I liked it back then because I was 15 and it appealed to me as a angsty 15-year-old girl before there was any fandom around it, back during the like 2 years when it wasn't cool to like Twilight. Stop looking at me like that, Jeff. Stop. You'll see in my childhood room, I own all of the books still. I haven't burned them yet.
Well, when I come to visit, we're going to have a bonfire.
No, we're not. Yeah. I don't burn books, except for when I do. I enjoyed them for what they were. They never should have been a fucking sensation. They never should have been the fucking movies or whatever. Anyway. So what I noticed right off the bat was in the beginning of this trailer when Rey says, everyone thinks they know me. They don't. And then Kylo Ren pops out of the sea.
Goes, so stupid.
And goes, but I do. And I'm like, great. Thank you for setting up another angsty romance in Star Wars, because we've never seen that before. It worked so well with Anakin and Padme. Do you guys remember how much we loved all of the Anakin Padme courtship from Attack of the Clones? How much?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I bought into that shit because I was a kid. But at the same time, Anakin loved her from the moment that he saw her. She showed interest. When he made the move to kiss her, she didn't, say stop until after. She liked it. She was fighting the field.
She liked it.
Rey, she's like, put on a shirt, bro.
Yeah.
She does not. She's not into him in that way. There's a big difference.
But we want them to be.
Are you an angel?
Oh God. Lost Jedi 22 says missed opportunity, should have had Indiana Jones theme music during the horse scene. That might have improved it a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
Have you guys seen all the memes made from that horse scene? Like, I've seen Braveheart. I think I have seen an Indiana Jones one.
Oh, man. The Imperial Inquisitor says, did you all know that Disney dropped the trailer on Carrie Fisher's birthday?
I did.
Talk about pulling the heartstrings of the fans. Wait, yeah. Jeff, you and Carrie Fisher have the same birthday?
We do. So does Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
That's exciting. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened on your birthday, too, that you had to deal with this trailer on your birthday.
Really? I thought Kim Kardashian's birthday wasn't on that day because she made a big thing on Ellen about how she's a Scorpio, but the 21st isn't Scorpio.
She's just stupid, Anna.
Yeah.
True. Because
I was like, God, I hope I don't, like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's insulting to, my zodiac sign.
Yeah. No, I don't. She's just a moron. That's her sign. Her sign is dumb.
Well, she has the same sign as Jeff. But Jeff's smart.
It's not what I meant.
I understood what you meant. I wasn't even going to take it that way, but, thanks, Anna.
Anyway.
Trying to tear us apart.
It's okay.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so yeah, so my that would for me, I was like, wow, way to just cheapen this whole thing by throwing in this angsty love subplot. Wouldn't it be great if this whole movie, if that whole relationship is Kylo Ren being like, do you feel it, the connection between us, and Rey just being like, nope.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't feel any. I really don't feel anything, bro. Like nothing. And then it turns out she's gay.
I can't wait for all the. Oh yeah, if like her and Rose end up together.
Honestly, if Rey turned out to be a lesbian and she and Rose got together, I would be all about that. I'd be like, yes,
get it, girls.
Good, hooray! Mostly because it will piss off every single crazy Disney Star Wars fan who's like Reylo, or who's like Finn and Rose, who's like all about all of that kind of, the shipping and bullshit. If the all turned out like, nope, Rey and Rose, fuck you. You can't see any of your ships come to fruition.
I wouldn't complain once if they were lesbians. I'd be like, okay, cool.
Great. I mean, this is awesome.
That made the character.
I was like, well, now we know why Rey never had any chemistry with any of the other guys on screen ever. It explains so much.
It's because she can't act, but we'll write that in the.
I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure about that. I haven't hated Daisy Ridley in other things I've seen her in.
I've never seen her in anything besides when she played a cadaver.
On the Orient Express, she plays it exactly like she plays Rey.
I thought she was fine in Oriental Express. Orient Express.
Well, I guess in that movie, it's like, they all have secrets, so they're trying to reveal as little as possible. So it's like, she doesn't give anything away exactly like Rey, like how she's just like, nobody really knows me. It's like, well, no fucking shit. You don't offer any information.
Yeah.
It's like one of the key things about getting to know someone is, you share life experiences and you open up. She doesn't open up to anyone.
Nobody knows me because I wasn't written with a personality. That's, RS Vault 81, thank you for the super chat. Bestman City froze over because Force Order shot Dust Star. Is that the iceberg in space? That's what we're explaining, the iceberg in space.
Wait, you thought that was an iceberg?
The thing that looks like an iceberg in space.
Yeah, I thought it was.
City.
It's what?
It's Cloud City.
I know that's what I found out after, but I thought it was literally an iceberg, like in the water on like a planet.
Oh, so that's actually what happened. So
that's Cloud City. Yeah, if you look closely at the left-hand side of it, you can see all the little spires. I don't know how it got that way, but that's Cloud City.
Well, this is this person's theory is that Bestman City froze over because First Order shot their star, which would actually make sense. Okay, because the first time I saw it, I was like, looks like some ice in space. And then the second time I saw it, I was like, looks like ice with the reflection in the water. And I guess it's Cloud City. Okay.
The only thing I would say to that point is the First Order shot the Starkiller base the first time in The Force Awakens, right? That was the first time they used it?
Yeah.
The Last Jedi takes place the day after The Force Awakens, which only takes place over a couple days. So, I mean, wouldn't that kind of be a little much ice Because it's only, and this movie seems to take place shortly after the last one.
The Rise of Skywalker takes place years after the last one. That came out ages ago.
Oh, it's years ago? Okay.
It's years. Years have passed. That information came out ages ago.
Because that needs to, because it'd be like, that makes no sense. It's like, well, it froze overnight.
Yeah.
It's cool.
We have a year. We have a multi-year.
You're questioning that the ice doesn't make sense, yet the entire sequel trilogy doesn't make sense.
Hannah, I'm grasping to something to talk about.
That's true.
All right, Vald the Black says you should totally have the space horses to the dark side of the moon. Totally. Ray and Rose would be great. That would be. The Ray says, I'll be lurking. Holla if you need my wrench powers. I'm making my outline for the next big film project. Hint, Jessie plays a big role. She does.
Oh my God, guys. My Joker review is an hour and 16 minutes long.
Hello, Mahler the Second. Lost Jedi 22 says, I want to see Kylo pour his heart out to Rey and profess his undying love for her. Then I want her to stab him through the chest with her lightsaber. That would be great. If we have shit like that, I'm going to laugh so hard out loud in the theater shamelessly. Also, I am not going to hold back on my in-theater commentary. It's just not going to happen.
I almost got into a fight in The Last Jedi, so I'm not able to hold back on mine either.
I said, are you fucking kidding me out loud in the theater multiple times.
Same.
I only wish we were going to be together for this movie.
Oh man, that'd be so, because we would have somebody to cling to and cry to at night.
I think we'd be laughing at each other, laughing at the movie so hard. We would just look at each other and be like, what is this?
So I asked my friend Kelly if she would come with me. And I was like, all right, are we doing Cheesecake Factory before or after we go see it? And she was like, we should probably eat before, because I have a feeling we're going to want to drink after. So
shit, you're going to want to do a live stream right after.
I can do both of those things, Jeff.
Oh, no, if you went to the Cheesecake Factory, you wouldn't be able to live stream.
I can live stream after the Cheesecake Factory.
You can get a booth in the back, say, hey, set me in a quiet area. I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to YouTube.
I'm going to YouTube.
I would always be wary because they play music at the Cheesecake Factory.
That's true, actually.
Don't want you to get a copyright strike.
All right. Anthony Scioli says, Disney fans, the prequels have too much CGI. Yes, and now. Mongo's Big Thing says, I saw a collage of Daisy Ridley faces on Twitter the other day, and it scared me a lot. Is it one of those things where it's like all the same face the whole time? Because probably. John Thomas says, the SJWs wouldn't know what to do if Rey is gay with Rose since they want Reylo. Oh, that'd be so great. Jeff, what do you think of Fire and Ice and the animated one that was on MTV and later made live action?
Oh, Eon Flux. So I like Eon Flux because it's part of Liquid Television, and I like weird experimental animation. Fire and Ice, I don't really like because it's kind of like that Sword and Sorcery, Conan the Barbarian, which I do like Conan the comic books, but that's the one I don't like. But you know Thomas Kincaid, right, Jesse?
The artist,
he worked on this like early in his career, and apparently he was like such a fast painter, he would get all of his work done. And I think he had a cocaine habit, so he would get his work done and then do that kind of shit.
Nice. So actually, I need to make notes to myself. I need to make some more notes for me because
really, I've never heard you make that sound.
Fuck you. Where's my ideas? Because I'm actually really into this Rey and Rose being gay now, because that would be hilarious.
Just create a monster.
You're gonna break Ethan's heart, though.
It would.
I feel like if anything, that's like every man's fantasy, right? Having like your girl that's like down for threesomes, like with two girls, and that thing, like a kink for guys.
Yeah, but if they're just gay, then they're not going to be into threesomes with guys.
Do you not see Rose? She was, sexually, assaulting Finn. I'm pretty sure she likes both.
Confused.
Well, she's down for both.
But also, Rey might not be.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Because think of this conundrum for the Reylos, though, because they're all SJWs, right? So imagine you give them two lesbian characters. How are they going to spin this as a bad thing? Because they're going to be like, no, Rey and Kylo Ren didn't get together. But then they're going to have a lesbian relationship. So it's like, you can't really be sad about this. Anyway. Oh, So one thing that also pissed me off, this is probably my second least favorite part of the trailer, maybe tied for most, was the like 2 seconds of lightsabering that we got.
Mm-hmm.
Which was the only seconds I needed to see to understand that nope, they have not fired the old choreographer or have figured out in any way whatsoever how sword fighting works. It's so when you are used to watching good quality sword fighting, and I don't know if this reads to the regular average person at all. It is so obviously and instantaneously wrong when you see them do it the way they're doing it, which is they're so clearly just trying to hit each other's blades in the space in between them. It's so bad. It's so horribly done. Like, and that's when
like point you want to like disable the person, so why don't you try to hit their hand or their leg or their gut?
Hit them anywhere. Not just we're purposely trying. It looks like kids fighting on a playground with sticks, where they're just holding them in front of them, going clack, 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 clack.
But even then, kids are freaking savage. Like they're gonna beat you with that stick.
But it's like when you're a kid and you're like, that's sword fighting. You're not just trying to hit each other. You're just going like trying to hit each other's stick. You know, it looks like that. It's just like it's so really good. I mean, that's one of the reasons why the choreography was so cool in the Phantom Menace is because they were doing that every in the whole beauty of the flow of the fight was like we're swinging the blade and another blade had, and when that blade was being swung, there was nothing there to stop it from hitting the target. It was all choreographed. That was the great back and forth between the Darth Maul with his double-edged lightsaber and the two combatants was that he'd swing at one, they'd defend, the other will be swinging at him, he'd have to come back around and block that one as well. So this back and forth stuff that you're getting looked so exciting, was so dramatic because you feel, and this is I believe the audience can see the difference even if they don't understand what they're seeing, because you feel the tension when it looks like someone's about to get cut in half. Even if that is getting stopped very quickly, and even if that moment is happening over and over during the fight, you feel that tension. It feels like your characters at any moment are in danger. And when you have the fighting done like this, it's a big, pretty spectacle, but nobody ever feels like, it never feels like anyone's actually in danger. So you really take away from the intensity of the scenes by having low quality sword fighting.
I agree. Nothing tops the, for me, just there's a moment in the episode 1 battle right after Qui-Gon gets killed. Yeah. And Obi-Wan runs in after Darth Maul, and it's real intense, right? Mm-hmm. He's about to cut his lightsaber in half. There's just a really great exchange where he has a sword behind his head or whatever. Oh, yeah. That is one of the coolest moments in all of the Star Wars lightsaber duels in terms of like choreography. Story
intensity. That's a great moment. I love that moment too, because it's sort of like the one moment in Obi-Wan's life where he gives a little bit into his anger. And in terms of like almost like dark side level of rage, and it's beautiful.
It looks awesome. I don't want to sound like super shallow, but it just is so cool to look at.
I'm gonna fuck this shit up. You see his face like when he's like on the other side of the shield thing, and it's like, oh shit, Darth Maul, you better run.
It's fucking intense. It's freaking good. All right, got a bunch of super chats. King of Churus says, why does Rey always look like she's trying to remember her own name, or is it just Rey? That is exactly what she looks like. Well put. 23Revan84 says, hey, Jesse, why do we need fleets if any ship can do the hold-on maneuver? It makes space battles pointless. Have a good night. Yeah, especially because you could use droids to pilot them, so you wouldn't have to sacrifice lives. It's an excellent point, because you have a whole fleet of ships in front of you. You just take your biggest ship and just crash through all of those ships. And then half of their, thing is decimated. But nope, the hold-on maneuver only works if you have purple hair.
Yeah.
RS Vault 81 says, I firmly believe they're reshooting 30% of the film to fit George Lucas's original script. Honestly, with the only exception of Rogue One, Disney is unfit for Star Wars. I couldn't agree more. I don't know if they're actually trying to honor Lucas's vision or not. I guess we'll have to see that. I wonder how, with all the reshoots that are supposedly happening, I wonder if that's going to change what has been leaked already. So...
have you guys seen that video Collider put out? I usually don't watch them, but they put out if like George Lucas reacting.
It was hilarious.
It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I'll have to check it out. John Thomas says, I've wanted to ask this, Jesse, what is your opinion of the sword fights in the Highlander series from beginning as it progressed? It seemed to improve to my layman's eye. Interesting question. So I have not watched the Highlander series that much. I did, however, do a sword experience podcast for Adrian Paul for a while. So I did specifically while we were doing that, I did specifically watch some of those because we talked about some of those fights from. It was a really cool podcast that we were doing. We were talking about sword fighting in general in cinema and television. So I did look through the series of some of the various sword fights, and from what I recall from my analysis, going from like the beginning towards going then into the conclusion, it looked like the quality of fights I was analyzing at least improved significantly if I was watching one of the later episodes. So yes, I do believe you're correct. That happens a lot with TV shows in fighting in general, because when the show starts out, it usually has a lower budget. As it continues and people like it more, it gathers steam, it gets a bigger budget, and they can hire people like better fight choreographers and stunt doubles. So that's pretty standard. Loquacious Primate says the space horses will turn out to be space llamas. Honestly, if they're space llamas, I'm on board.
They need hats, right?
And one of them has to be named Carl.
Carl!
That kills people, Carl.
I remember, didn't we watch that and I fell asleep in Columbus?
Yes, we watched that. That was the night you fell asleep in the chair. We were in a Dr. Stephen Prostitute's room. That was the same night. We were actually talking about this on my live show on Saturday, where we put on Show Me Your Genitals, and you were like totally passed out. But then every time the chorus started, you started dancing in the chair and singing along.
I'm with it. I really like that song.
It's a great song.
That's also the night I beat you in wrestling.
By cheating.
Still won. Ric Flair's the greatest of all time, and he cheated to win a lot of those titles.
Cheating.
They're reeling like a boss.
I'm so sorry, Anna.
Mongo's Big Thing says, have you seen Rob Roy 1995? What a great movie. Couldn't agree more. Such a random experience watching that movie. It was my friends decided they wanted to have a movie night, but we wanted our moms to meet because we thought they would get along. So we decided like a big family movie night where they invited me and my mom over, and we watched Rob Roy. And I loved it. It was great. I mean, it's right up my alley, sword fighting. It's freaking Tim Roth plays one of the most ickiest bad guys, and I adore him in that. Liam Neeson rocks that big old sword. It's kind of like a Braveheart with a better story. Not as stunning visuals, but a better story for those who haven't seen it. Anyway. Brian McCann says, I gotta go, guys. Stay angry. Jabba the Hutt says the best sword fight is in Duelist. That I can't argue with that. It's a pretty great fucking sword fight. Which is also another great movie, which I didn't even realize was Ridley Scott when I first watched it. But great film.
I haven't even heard of it.
The Duelist?
I haven't heard of it either.
You guys haven't heard of The Duelist?
No.
What's it about?
It's actually a really phenomenal film. It's an early Ridley Scott. It's these two guys who get into it over something, probably like a sister's honor or something like that. It's been a long time, so Jeff, I'm gonna make you watch this. It's a really, really great film. This is like a classic. Every like sword fighter loves this film.
Is there a reason why? Is it like?
It's really, really good quality. It's really high quality sword fighting. It's really great tension too, because so these two guys get into a duel. They challenge each other to a duel, and they get interrupted. And then war happens. They both go off to war, they keep running into each other in like battle, and they try to have their duel again, and then it gets interrupted again. And
Are
then
they on the same side of the war?
They might be. I don't remember. Honestly, it's been a long time since I watched it. I gotta watch it again though. But so the whole thing builds, so eventually they get to culminate their duel, and it's a very intense, traumatic scene. It's a really, really excellent film. I highly recommend it. Rise Underdog says hashtag impeach Kathleen Kennedy. I'm for that. Also, Rising Underdog, I still have that poster to send to you, and I'm still gonna do it. I swear I haven't forgotten. Even though it's been like many months. What
poster?
It was the Clone Wars giveaway from Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, okay.
You're giving that away?
I have two.
Oh yeah.
So I'm giving one of them away. So I
don't even know where mine are.
Huh?
I don't even know where mine are.
Well, if you want my other one, you can have it. It doesn't feel like giving it away if I give it to you.
What about the apartment? What if we need decoration?
You guys are fine.
It was a joke. I have no desire to put Clone Wars stuff anywhere.
Have you watched it, Jeff?
What, the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Almost every episode. I love that show. If I'm going to do Star Wars posters, original trilogy. Hand-painted artwork. Always trumps digital stuff to me.
Oh, let me show you my... remember I told you the wood cuttings?
Mm-hmm.
The cut wood print. These are they.
Ooh, those are cool.
Yeah. And this is 41 of 50. This is 38 of 75. And this was one of those, like, we destroyed the prints after we made them. So yeah. So they're definitely awesome. This is one of the coolest things sent to me. And it's got Star Wars burned into the back, SW burned into the back. So yeah, these will go up in the apartment. I'm thinking over the front door if there's enough room.
Ooh.
Because they're really fucking cool. Look at those.
So
I agree.
Are you guys gonna get a place together?
Eventually.
Yeah.
We fit in mine quite nicely, quite comfortably. Actually, we don't have this like strong need for a lot of personal space.
No.
So,
we had a giant hotel room. We were always within a foot of each other.
Yeah, except for pooping.
Well, that's kind of a personal thing that we'll never cross that boundary.
Hopefully not.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either.
I like to read on my phone about, video game glitches and have a good laugh while you're asleep still.
There you go. I read.
Third reeling like a boss.
Arfar says, nice to hear an American like Rob Roy. Thank you. Have you guys seen Rob Roy?
I remember the box art at Blockbuster as a kid. My mom was like, you won't like this movie.
I know. I remember it. I probably was in the room while it was on and it was not paying attention.
Is it better than Don Juan DeMarco? I don't even know what the fuck that movie is.
I don't know either. It's great. So Jeff probably wouldn't like it, but
wait, why wouldn't I like it?
It's medievally sword fighty stuff.
Oh, I thought it was more like a Count of Monte Cristo timeline.
Rob Roy? I mean, it's
because I like that shit. I love it.
Then you might like it. I don't know. Did you like Braveheart? Because
I've never seen it.
You've never
seen Braveheart?
No, that came out 95.
What? Why not?
I didn't have a mom that liked movies, so why would a 6-year-old rent an R-rated Mel Gibson movie?
Because it's fantastic.
All right, we'll have like a weekend where we'll watch The Duelist, we'll watch Braveheart, and we'll watch Rob Roy.
Can we split those apart if I dislike one of them?
Sure.
Okay.
It's been years and years and years since I watched Braveheart. Braveheart is still one of the few Mel Gibson films I will go back and watch again.
And you've never seen... Okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll watch all 3 of those if you watch the first 3 Lethal Weapons with me.
That's fine. I don't care.
Cool. Because I'm not trying to change your stance on Mel Gibson and the shit he said, but Lethal Weapon is a part of my...
That's fine. I mean, that's the thing. Again, if it's a good enough movie, I can get past it. There isn't a Mel Gibson movie I like. Well, Signs I will watch too. But there are
Pocahontas.
What?
Pocahontas, you don't even have to look at him.
That I struggle with because I had such a huge crush on John Smith as a kid that as soon as I found out that it was Mel Gibson, I was like, John Smith is ruined for me. I still love that movie.
What about The Patriot?
I like that movie. I don't like it enough to go watch it a bajillion more times. Though Adam Baldwin's in it, and I love Adam Baldwin.
He was in something I was watching the other day, but he was this Mr. T movie called DC Cab. I think it was his first movie.
Yeah, he's secretly in everything. You'll notice that eventually. He has a bunch of little small roles and shit. He's always the tough guy though. That's always what he is. But Rob Gagnon says, "Oh, Rob Gagnon, I haven't seen you around in a minute. How are you?" But yeah, it's honestly usually for the most part, if I don't agree with an actor's personal stances, politics, whatever, etc., it doesn't bother me to watch them. It doesn't influence me to watch them. For him, for whatever reason, it just certain roles. I'm just he just makes my skin crawl as a person.
I thought Adam Baldwin was the voice of Superman.
Huh?
No, I was looking up his filmography. I thought he was the voice of Superman. He is.
Oh, okay. Which Superman?
Direct-to-video Superman Doomsday from 2007.
Okay. This would be no, he's not animated series. That was Tim Daly.
Yeah, Adam Baldwin was a one-time... that's where I first heard his name because I was like, wait, he's not a Baldwin brother. So
nope, he is not. So Tim Daly is a Bennington alum, and he spoke at commencement the first year that I attended commencement. Actually, I think it was my second year of school.
I prefer George Newbern myself. I'm just joking. I like Tim Daly Superman. He's my favorite. I have the Superman the Animated Series box set figures, and I just loved that cartoon.
He also had the best. He also had the best commencement speech that I heard while at Bennington, and that includes Peter Dinklage's.
You heard Peter Dinklage in like real life?
Yeah, he went to my college, and so they got him to. Like, Game of Thrones, was a huge thing then when I was in school, and so they got him to come back and give the commencement address.
That's awesome.
And I met him. He signed an autograph for me. Actually, you can find that commencement.
We never talked about this.
I don't know, but yeah, I met him. He was super chill. His wife was really mad about everyone crouching down for the pictures with him. She's like, "You can just stand normal height too." So my friend and I were like, "All right, we're gonna stand normal height to take a picture with him." Even though
his wife is normal height, right?
What?
His wife is normal height.
But yeah, no, it was and he gave a really, really good speech. It's on YouTube. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, what a great speech!" His whole message of it.
Jesus.
Sorry about your tiny penis. But his whole message was like, don't try to be something, just be it. It was really cool, but Tim Daly's was funnier. Super chat, RS Vault 81 says, so basically Lando is the reason why all those ships showed up to take on the First Order, and the Empire is taking words. So basically Lando is the reason why all those ships showed up to take on the First Order, and the Emperor is taking his role back with the Shadow Empire. Yep. That seems to be the gist of things.
I wish Lando would have shown up so we would have seen old Lando and old Han Solo instead of young and old Han, old and young Han and Lando. That would have been a much more interesting dynamic to see Billy D. Williams and Harrison Ford back together.
Oh, I know. And like shouting insults.
Because I honestly think that is because the way they write movies nowadays, they would have referenced, it's at the time you froze me on Cloud City or some dumb shit. But it was nice that the Return of the Jedi didn't. He's just like, I thought you were blind, and that was it. And then they basically trust each other again, and he calls him a pirate, and they go back to their old ways. I would prefer them to be written like that, but it would still have been nice to see them as old men together.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
They fucking ruined these movies. The more I think about it, even little shit like that starts to anger me.
It really does. I mean, that whole the missed opportunity on the reunions is he and Giovanni says grumpy old men, a Star Wars story. Honestly, I would have watched that.
You're right.
if you made old Han and Lando a Star Wars story, I would have watched the shit out of that.
Yeah, and Chewbacca's just there.
Of course he is.
They're all old, they're grumpy old men, all three of them. Give Chewbacca like a gray streak.
That would be so funny too if Chewbacca was just like,
and they're all bitching about trying to get the Millennium Falcon working, and they're just like, they're pulling muscles and stuff because they're old.
They're working on it instead of like, ow, what did you drop something? No, I threw my back out.
Oh, and then they have to update the technology because there's like a new tracking system or something, and they're like, how the hell does this thing work?
How these newfangled gadgets work? Why can't we just do it the old way?
That would be great.
I'd watch that.
I know.
Would Princess Leia be a part of it? I think she should be.
Oh,
yeah, because then she would come in and be like, you idiots, da-da-da. And they'd be like, you only know that because the kids taught you. And she'd be like, well, yeah.
So much of the movie would be like Han and Lando trying to reclaim their glory days, and Leia being like, sweetie, it's time for dinner.
That's basically the EU books in a nutshell.
Yeah. It's like, Han, I'm running the government. Stop fucking shit up.
I'm running an entire government, and I made you pasta. You get your ass in here and eat it while it's hot.
Space pasta? Spasta?
Pasta.
Can we have some space pasta in California?
We will eat spasta.
Yay.
Spas.
Okay.
What? That's how you say space.
Spas.
Spas. Let's go to spas.
From now on, whenever we're together or speaking to each other like this, we can't say outer space. It's outer spas.
Outer spas.
Third wheeling.
Okay.
Like
it's like, hey, all these personal jokes are being created online, so people are going to send us messages like spas. It's the final frontier.
Mm-hmm. And we can drink spas bazaars.
Only together.
Only together.
We should go to a planetarium and get spot and see if they have alcohol. If not, sneak it in. Spospazers.
Spospazers! All right. Goodbye, Jonathan Credden. You were gone. Rob Gagnon, thank you for the awesome super chat, my dude. Yeah, I've been a ghost for a while. Lol, been doing a lot of soul searching and taking steps towards leveling up and getting my life together. You know how it goes. Noticed the stream and thought I should come hang. What's up? Well, thank you for coming to hang. I hope that soul searching has been doing well. I do know exactly how that goes. And I hope that you have found what you're looking for, I guess. But it's always good to see you, man. So it is always good. Echo Base Network, thank you for the super chat. Jesse, Anna, have you guys seen the deep fake George Lucas reacting to?
Yeah, I just talked about it.
Probably the other. Also, do you guys know about Jeremy doing a video with Campy as co-host? Don't know about that, but that sounds cool. I haven't talked to Jeremy in a minute because I've been traveling. He's probably just crying himself to sleep, like, I miss Jesse. Anyway.
Yeah, I think everyone wants to kill me after that long live stream. I haven't talked to anyone. But I've been working like crazy because I'm getting ready to go to Europe. So it's just like I've been in my studio just like cranking out videos. So that way I have content every single day because I'm trying to be responsible, guys.
When do you leave?
Not tomorrow, but the next day morning.
How long are you gone for?
We get back to America on the 4th.
Oh, that's not that far.
Yeah, but I got stuff to do, and you know when I have to do a video every day, and then my videos have been like half an hour to an hour long, I'm like, shit, I'm running out of time to make these. But I decided to do a new thing because usually I don't really like dropping like really, high, news type articles on the weekend because I feel like they just don't do as well, especially if I put a lot of time into them and then like they don't get any kind of traction. So I decided now on weekends I'm going to do art videos. So I'll do 2-part art videos. And so one is on Saturday, the other one will be on Sunday. So I did that. So I'm excited.
When you get back, I want to talk to you about our super secret project that we basically have told everyone about but never officially announced.
Oh yeah, cool. I've been wondering about that. I'm working on a super secret project, which I kind of told everyone about, but like unofficially did not announce it. So much is going on, Jeff. So much.
We'll have to catch up since we'll be living in the same state.
I know, but I live in the same state as Jessie, and I barely see her. Last time I saw Jessie, you were there.
That's accurate. Oh my God. Why has it been so long, woman?
I haven't seen you since I got my damn cats.
Dang.
Oh, are they not Persian cats?
Yeah, they're Persian.
Okay.
We'll have to.
The lady lied to me. They are not kittens. They are full-grown Persian cats, but they are what is it called? Doll.
Oh, okay. So they'll just be bitty forever.
Yeah, they're gonna be itty bitty.
Yeah. Oh, we got Sensei Jeremy says Lando back in the Falcons. So nice. I used to ride this thing differently, a little differently, you say, or ride this thing differently. There you go.
That's what she said.
I do like Lando and the Falcon, but it's also mean playing at our emotions again. Mongo's been thing says, "Nah, you're still cool, Anna." I suppose in reference to you saying everyone hates you. So no, at least Mongo doesn't. So that's something.
That's important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mongo sends me cool Godzilla stuff. So, Mongo.
Oh, you get that too?
Yeah.
I get it all the time. My favorite one here. I keep it by my desk. Oh shit! Don't want anything to fall. Ugh. This giant one. It's got like the tail.
Oh my God, I have that one too.
Yeah, this one's awesome. I love this.
I had to have boyfriend put it together for me because I couldn't put the tail on.
What you're supposed to do is use like a hair dryer. I made a cup of hot water out of my Keurig and I soaked the pieces into it and then just like finagled it in there. So it worked.
He just put it on for me. He just said, I was trying, it didn't work. But now it makes me happy that you did it that way. So it makes me feel less weak.
You have to because it's made of vinyl. You'll tear the vinyl or it won't bend.
Oh, well, it went on pretty fine.
So it's going to be weird, Jesse, with all the P.O. Box stuff. We're going to have to get a storage unit.
We totally are. Guys, do you remember when I made that video about the guy who asked me if I would F for money?
Yeah.
Who was the same guy who paid for bikini pictures like a while back. And then I got into it with him, and he was just so fucking dumb. He commented on my picture on Instagram of me and Jeff.
That's that guy?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, a man baby and a self-loathing white female, a self-loathing white female, so sweet."
But he's the one that paid for bikini pictures of you.
And so I said,
self-loathing?
"Oh, an angry basement dweller who can't contain his jealousy."
Oh,
Because that's what he is. That's literally what it is. This guy is just, he can't get over the fact that the woman he jacks off to every night will never like him, and just can't do it.
It's a hard life sometimes for trolls, Jesse.
It's such a hard life for sad men.
Should I feel sorry for him or no?
No, you should not. He's a piece of shit.
Okay.
I
just like how one of your listeners is like, "Fuck off."
Someone did, yeah. Someone replied and was like, "Piss off." Somebody just sent me. They didn't send me George Lucas's the deep fake video. They sent me Star Wars Theory's response to it, which I don't care about that much.
Is that the guy that made the Darth Vader fan film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't watch his videos. Sorry. It's nothing personal, or is it? I just don't watch his videos. What is this thing?
I like his fan or not, like his like actual theory videos.
I just don't I honestly don't watch a lot of videos. I just don't have time.
Lost Jedi 22 has the best comment of the night. No offense, Jesse, but no man jacks off to the same picture every night.
Touche. Well, he does own 3 of me, so you know.
Oh.
So he can rotate his stock.
Yeah, I hope he never.
My
never
favorite
what
was the last thing he said to me. Because I was sleeping in one morning. Were you even there? Were you here when I was talking to this guy?
Yep.
Yeah, and I was just like, no, lying in bed, nothing. Blah blah blah. And so eventually I got bored and I was like, yep, I'm gonna stop doing this. And then he kept going for a little bit, and then he posted a day later and said, "Okay, you're hot, I admit, and I loved every second jacking my pathetic little cock to your glorious body."
I was there. I remember that message, and I just was like, "Okay, this is what your corner of YouTube's like."
And then 3 days after that, texted, "So what happened?" ? And I'm like, "Really, guy? Really? All right." I just left that one alone. Jabba the Hutt, he paid me $150 for 3 pictures of me in a bikini.
Who?
What?
Who was it?
This guy who sent me those gross said that Jabba the Hutt wanted to know how much did he pay you.
Oh.
Yep, one of those pictures is now on my Instagram because
I would say I've seen that photo.
Yeah, because I'm clearly super protective about my body in a bikini. Jabba offered me $5,000 for a kiss. You got to talk to Jeff first.
I mean, I have $5,000. I'd say no.
Okay. Will you pay me $5,000 to not kiss this guy?
No, we're gonna live together, so we'll just do something together for $5,000.
Okay, acceptable. Yeah.
That killed the stream.
Feeling like a boss.
Jeff, he just upped it to 10,000.
I mean, I'm not. I can, but okay, I'm not going to.
He upped it. No, he's offered 10,000 to kiss me.
Like, we're getting into like good money territory.
So I guess the next question is, what kind of kiss are we talking about?
Yeah, it's like a peck on the cheek for 10 G's. Okay.
Now he's at 20,000.
Dude, show $20,000 in a medical report that you don't have herpes or anything like that, and we'll talk. Because I don't want to be like, "Hey, Jesse, yeah, it's just a kiss for 20 grand. Go for it." And then it's like, "I've contracted this." I'm like, "Well, fuck. We can't
no more kissing."
Yeah, but like we can't be together. Wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
Or you could just
how much to kiss Jeff. Well,
What was that about me? I heard my name.
Oh, I said you could just contract herpes and just,
No.
be with her.
Let's just not have STDs between us, and like we are now.
I like no STDs. Black Phoenix 77 says how much to kiss Jeff.
What was the offer for Jesse?
$20K.
Throw $20K my way.
Why
don't you guys just pay each other and kiss each other? That way no money has to switch hands and everybody wins.
So what you're saying is why don't those two just go kiss each other?
Yeah, and then pay each other.
Why do they have to pay each other if it's the same amount?
I don't know. GP.
Okay. Well, that got weird.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of our streams are going to get weird in the future.
Odds are in our favor. Odds are in our favor.
Wouldn't it get harder to like stream together since you guys are going to be in the same room?
I think it would get easier.
Yeah, not to get like into the weird personal stuff, but it's very easy for us to be around each other. So,
yeah.
I still want you guys to do that show where people call in.
Oh, we will. We're planning.
We just didn't we just talk about that last night or 2 nights?
We talked about it the other day. I don't know if it was last night or if it was just the other day though.
Which one is that?
What?
Which
this is now.
Okay, which one ran into the wall?
This one.
Oh my god!
Ran headfirst into the wall.
He's getting
that
big.
video. I felt bad, but I'm like, I can't stop watching.
He was fine. I watched that shit over and over. Do you like your shark? Do you like to bit in your shark? You have a shark. None bit me. None bit me. You're in a shark.
That's how he feels about a shark. He'll bite you.
A shark. Well, he's a shark now. So he has 2 bits because he is Shrek.
He's Shrek?
He is Shrek. He does bitting.
Shrek doesn't bite anybody.
Non and kitten shark is Shrek.
Can you use the same word?
Huh?
He's not understanding.
I understand completely. I'm just not selling it.
Est and kitten.
Believe me, Anna, I've spent a lot of time with her speaking in kitten talk.
Non-bit, please. I will get your bit.
Dos kittos and all that stuff. I even get text messages in it.
Occasionally. If you're ever in a group chat with me and Kelly, we'll just devolve into kittens sometimes.
Well, I don't have an iPhone, so I can't be in a group chat.
You can be.
It just won't be blue.
It just won't be a blue chat, so then we can annoy you with all sorts of reactions to texts.
I was told I wasn't welcomed without an iPhone once, so.
Well, we'll make an exception so that we can spec kitten at you.
I'm going to see you every day, and I'm sure I'll see Kelly a couple times a week. You can just do it in person, and I'll go, okay.
Kitten! All right. I invited somebody else onto the stream, so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They were asking earlier, and I was like, you tend to be too reasonable. We're having fun shitting on this trailer. And he was like, I'll shit on it too. And I was like, give me a minute. So.
Do I know this person? Is he going to be on one of your shows moving forward? Weekly rotation?
Yep.
I figured. He invited me to be on that.
I know.
Okay.
He told me.
Oh, I don't know. I don't ask you to tell me all your conversations.
All right. Here we go, guys. Team Jesse, everybody. Balam, a.k.a. Team Jesse.
Woo! What up, man?
Are you going to speak?
Hey, man.
Okay, there you go.
I am.
I was waiting. I was like, you're just going to smile at us? Or are you going to talk?
Yes, I just want to make sure I was on.
Are you speaking? Yeah, all right. We got a little bit of a video lag, but
here I'm getting.
Okay, we're definitely having an audio issue now.
Why is Linda Hamilton so handsome?
Oh man.
I'm getting a delay, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. To someone's question. Oh, Balam's gone. He'll come back probably. Who's talking smack about Vito? He just typed Vito's in the chat. He's the dude with the channel. He says, "Stop talking smack about me."
He's probably just saying that.
Who talking smack about you, brother? I don't know why I just called you brother.
I was going to say, who have you become?
I just like turn black sometimes.
We need to have a talk. If that's what I'm getting into, I need to know.
I really don't. It just happens occasionally.
I don't know, but Vito, if you're still here, I was hardcore judging you in the EFAP stream.
Oh, I can here. Do I want to? All right, Balam's coming back. If you want to judge him in person, I can bring Vito on. He hasn't been on in a while. I haven't seen
Okay,
you.
let me try this again.
All right, there you go.
There you
Now I
go.
can hear you.
Oh, awesome.
And in glorious HD.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
everyone.
so Anna, hold on. We were just on a fun topic. Anna, why were you judging Vito?
Okay, let me give you the context of this EFAP. It was a dude defending Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And Vito was, I thought he was trolling him, but he wasn't. He was being genuine in his admiration for said person defending Game of Thrones.
Was he admiring the points this person was making, or just the fact that the guy had the nads to defend Game of Thrones?
I think both. I usually don't get too angry watching some of the people that they roast on EFAP, but it was just like, I think every other thing I said in the chat was, oh my fucking God, what the fuck is wrong with this person?
Well, Vito is still here and he says, I'm not mad at you. So there you go. But anyway, all right, Team Jesse, welcome to the party.
Hey, hi, Anna. I'm here to make you more comfortable between. So you guys.
Oh, so you're not.
So you're not third wheeling.
Oh, we're gonna make it awkward for both of you now.
Well, we can make it a super party.
Oh, awesome.
Vito, do you want to jump on? Are you set up? Do you want to jump on? Because we'll totally bring Vito on as well, and it'll just be a party. Let me know.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll be watching. All right, so Balam, what was your least favorite part of the Rise of Skywalker trailer?
Space horses.
You and Jeff have the same least favorite. So
it's offensively bad, isn't it, man?
It's pretty awful. I can't believe I forgot to talk about that on my. I need to start writing down bullet points for myself. Because I forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention how much I hated the lightsaber moment, like how bad that lightsaber fighting was in just that little tiny part. And then I forgot another bigger point. Okay, Vito, be responsible. I guess you're allowed. Feel free to keep lurking though. But that the one thing that I forgot is just going to turn into its own video. So, and a social justice warrior, a social justice Wednesday video at that. So it'll be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. All right, so Balam, what makes you optimistic about the Rise of Skywalker, if you are at all?
I'm not. I just, they don't need me trying to drag them down. I don't know. I think it's going to be hard enough as it is, and I just I like liking Star Wars, and sometimes they make it really difficult, especially after The Last Jedi. But I'm just optimistic about it. I really hope I like it.
Well,
why you like The Last Jedi?
I do, but it does have its fair short. It's fair. It has a lot of problems with it. I just initially liked it, and I haven't really seen it since.
I was about to ask you, I consider you a friend now, so I wasn't gonna roast you. But what is something you actually like about that movie? Because, in my opinion, there's nothing about that film that holds up to any other Star Wars movie. Now, I want to hear your take, and I'm not going to cut you off.
What I like about it, I like it's a version of Luke Skywalker. I know it's not a popular version of it, but to me, it's a version that I like. I don't love it, but I could see it's a take that I don't necessarily agree with, but I do like it at that angle of it.
So something where you don't necessarily you can agree with the fact that it doesn't fit in his character while also enjoying the presentation of it.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's not probably what I would have done or what most people would have done. I don't completely hate it.
If I was going to have him be as broken as he was, I would have had him be more upset than angry. Like if I was the parameter I had to work within, it's like he has to be, exiled to here. I'd have him be sad, not bitter like he was. I hated that because that's not.
I really like the fact that he was critical of the Jedi Order, and maybe that's what I latch on to.
Anna, any thoughts? Anna, are you there?
Bueller.
I just met him. I don't want to say anything.
Oh yes, Anna Balam. Anna Balam is the person behind Team Jesse and most of the Jesse parody accounts.
Hi, Anna.
What is Team Jesse?
Is my official fan account on Twitter.
Gotcha.
Are you Jesse Milestone's hair on Twitter?
No.
No, I am not. That's somebody
He's not.
else.
Do you know who it is?
I do now. I mean, like, it's not anybody I know, but I do know who it is because he emailed me and like put his name on it one time. I think it was after one of my upset videos, just letting him know that like he was there and all that. It was very sweet, but he did reveal his identity to me. So.
I think he might be one of my favorites because he always responds to my shit. So,
dude, your hair is on point.
He's everywhere. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he responds very quickly to our stuff too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's one of the first on all the Team Jesse stuff. So yeah, Anna, you are allowed. Balam has a thick skin, and he can handle it.
Yes. Just keep in mind, I haven't watched the movie in a while, so I might be fuzzy on some of the details.
Anna.
What? Sorry.
Do you wanna jump in on this one?
Oh no, I'm fine without it. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I feel like I've ranted about it enough.
When is enough for The Last Jedi? I don't think ever.
Well, let's see. Do I have energy to talk about Rian Johnson's catastrophe right now? Not really.
I don't either. That's why I'm playing it nice. I'm just like, you can have your opinion.
Like you can say whatever you want because we're too fucking drained to fight you on it.
But if you talk shit about Han Solo, I will perk.
No,
but this is part of why.
Believe me, I am not a Rian Johnson supporter at all.
Fair. But let me see why I brought it up later. Because earlier we were all fired up and like, fuck this trailer. I was like, I can't bring this poor sweet baby in here because what if he says something like this? We will eat him alive, and I don't want that.
No, I could talk with with the best of them. It's just it is
I
late.
know you can. It's just sometimes also fun to just like every now. Look, I love being challenged. I love having my opinions and my perspectives challenged. But every now and then, you just want to kick back and rant with people who agree with you.
I completely understand why you guys would want to.
So what do you think is the biggest shortcoming of The Last Jedi?
I mean, there's a Mauler video I could show you that picks it apart.
Mm-hmm.
Left and right. I agree with everything. I just, it's to me. I think at 35, I've seen a lot of it. Star Wars has ended for me multiple times with.
You're 35?
Yes.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
Really does.
See, at 35, I've experienced Star Wars ending multiple times. First with the original trilogy, and then Revenge of the Sith. So I just kind of take it all as bonus at this point. So I'm just I always welcome a lot more Star Wars. I went to see the Clone Wars movie and I thought that was going to be the last movie that I saw in theaters. So, and then I don't really consider all this stuff canon, so I might be a little bit more lenient on it because I just look at my box set and I'm like, okay, that's real Star Wars. Everything else is they're just trying something. So it doesn't really bug me.
That's a reasonable perspective.
I just love the finality of it though with episode 3. It's like, this is it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You went in and you left, and I think George Lucas delivered on almost every front, and then you're like, I've seen the end of Star Wars. And honestly, the 10-year gap between those two movies, The Force Awakens and The Revenge of the Sith, that was a good 10-year gap. You had great games, you had cool toys. Star Wars was kept alive through the fans. It's not like it ever stopped being a part of the culture.
Yeah.
It only, to me, it got bastardized once Disney got involved because somebody else touched it. It's like, it's not like James Bond where we've had countless directors and different actors playing Bond and stuff like that. It's it's different each iteration, but Star Wars has always just been George Lucas's thing, and it feels off. The stuff they try to mimic just never works for me.
I was at San Diego Comic-Con when they announced the last title for that movie.
Yeah.
For Revenge of the Sith. So I was emotionally prepared. I shared it with my brother and all. So that was mine. Like, okay, I'm closing the book on it. I got my box set in 2011, and after that, I got the Clone Wars box set, and I'm like, okay, this is it. And then everything, and after they sold the company, I was just optimistic, and I did not love. I didn't love the Force Awakens, and I definitely didn't love The Last Jedi. I just enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Force Awakens. On initial watch, because I
just want to point out there's a user in here called Hans Carbonite Wang. And
that guy.
And also, it appears that we're officially calling them sporces.
Yep,
Space Horse.
That's Kendo.
It's a sporce.
The sporce is with you always.
How does Dion feel about the fact that they're going to be giant horses?
We haven't talked yet. That's going to be Thursday night's podcast, and I don't know if he'll be able to emotionally handle Star Wars horses.
I just wish I could be there with you guys when he has to see sporces on the big screen.
I mean, I have a 5th ticket to this movie and an Airbnb I'm renting.
Throw in a plane ticket and I'm yours.
Too bad you can't get an early flight off the one you have, because I would extend the Airbnb the 3 whole extra days. You can spend Christmas with me. Oh, well. I can dream.
I mean,
Fourth wheeling like a boss.
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah, Valam, you thought you were gonna fix this dynamic. Nothing can stop our love.
It's way too cute. You just have to sit back, and if you can't enjoy it, then
I don't think you could handle being with us now. Like when you were with us in Vegas, it was like,
oh God, I was there when the meteor struck, and you guys were all over it.
It was the next day when it became official, and since then it's just kind of been like nonstop.
Awful.
I remember when this happened. I just turned to you and I'm like, "How did you make this happen?" And you were like, "I don't know."
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to tell you the whole story, but maybe one day.
Gotcha.
We're friends now. We'll become closer friends. I'll sit you down one day, and be like, Balam, this is the story of how Jesse and I became.
I watched it from the beginning. That sounded
really good. It was there on day one.
It was way too cute.
It was the whole time. Yep.
Yeah, I was completely oblivious.
The first in-person contact.
This is accurate.
Yeah, Jessie pulled me off to the side. She's like, "I need a girlfriend for the night," and I'm like, "Can you be it?" And I'm like, "Okay. What do you need? What do you need to tell me?" It's like, "Oh, he's so cute, isn't he?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, he's very handsome."
See, I was there when she was denying it.
Oh God!
She's like, no, there's nothing.
I don't like it. No,
hold hands for like a mile walk.
Oh my God, we
were so drunk.
I know.
So drunk. We did that. Alcohol removes
really bond when you guys are, bonding when you drink. That's the thing.
Alcohol removes all of those inhibitions and just what you really want.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even the way you guys would talk to each other and look at each other, it's so obvious.
It wasn't obvious for me until Columbus.
It wasn't obvious for me either until you made that bet.
Yeah, that's the best bet I ever threw.
It was a great bet to throw.
That's what brought us together. Thank you, Twitter.
Thanks, Twitter. I still get a kick out of people telling people that we met online.
My video is still rendering, guys.
My video got immediately demonetized, within the first 5 minutes. My fucking response to this trailer.
Wait, what did your title say?
It was called Rise of Skywalker Final Trailer Response.
Oh, wow.
Maybe don't do response, put reaction, because there's somebody did an experiment going through all the words that will instantly get you demonetized. That's probably one of them.
I thought reaction would have been the bigger one, because that's usually when people actually play the video with it.
No.
Because people usually, when they do trailer reactions, is when they actually play the trailer and react to it.
Put reaction or put breakdown.
Okay.
Those are words that don't get you immediately demonetized.
Well, because, all right.
I know, it's a pain in the butt, but I mean, that's YouTube for you.
Such a pain in the butt.
I still have to make one of those. We did ours live on the live stream on Monday, and I feel burnt out, I have nothing else to add. So,
well, there was the thing I always think about when I cover something on a live stream and on a video is that not everyone watches my live streams. So,
well, I've just been up like you. We didn't get much sleep on the vacation. Then you went to work. Then no, it wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't even that. The first night we hung out. We went to this wedding and we went to this party and stuff, and we drank a lot. Like,
Oh, Jesse, I never got to see pictures from the wedding. In the dress.
I will send them to you.
she looks great.
Thank you. I can send them to you right now.
Okay, I'm just to clarify, they did not get married. They went to a wedding.
Yeah. If in any reality, we wouldn't be married and be living 3,000 miles apart.
No. This has been a point of confusion for people, though. There have been a handful of people who have been like, wait, you guys got married? And I'm like, no.
It did look like a wedding picture.
We did not.
Everyone at the wedding thought we were together for a long period of time, too.
It's true. Those ones are inappropriate. Okay. I think not inappropriate pictures to send to Anna.
Which one was that? The sleeping one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute, though, but you can't share it.
No, it cannot. Oh, look, it's that picture I drew of myself.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh my gosh. I think some of my favorite memes are the ones people make of the Jack show. I'm going to send you one, Jesse. It's so funny.
Okay.
Oh, so there's the drawing, Jesse. I asked Jesse if she could mail me that picture, and she was like, "No, I'm keeping it."
Mine. I'll give you a nice full photocopy, or birthday. I'll just draw you a new one.
Yeah, she did offer to draw me another one.
I will. When is your birthday, Blom?
It's coming up. It's December 10th.
Really?
December 10th.
Yes.
Oh, you're Sagittarius too.
Yeah, and I'm also a Slytherin as well.
Was that a Harry Potter reference?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I still haven't seen those.
Oh God, really?
I'll
They're
watch Lord of
charming.
the Rings before I'll watch Harry Potter.
Now,
That's fine. Harry Potter's
Jeff,
charming.
are you gonna wait for the 4K versions of Lord of the Rings now that are coming out next summer?
Hell no! I'm
No.
gonna watch that shit as soon as I can. Did you? Oh, Jesse, Jeremy said he wants to come all the way out to California to watch it with us.
Does he really?
He mentioned that on the High Council this evening.
Well, he can come, but he's fucking flying because we're gonna probably plan this like no more than a week in advance. So we're not waiting for us to drive out. I guess we could and wait, as long as we planned it 3 days in advance, that's enough time for him to drive.
I'll pick him up at the airport. We'll take him in and out.
Ooh, Jesse, I love your velvet coat.
Oh, thank you. I like that. It's fun. I got in New Orleans.
It's really nice.
That's what everyone's commented on. Like when I've shown them photos, they're like, "Ooh, I like that
Really?
dress. That thing's cool." My mom thinks it looks awesome.
Well, thanks.
I love how it matches perfectly with the beads on your dress.
Doesn't it? It worked out. It worked out real well.
It was a necessity though because it was damn cold.
It
Yeah.
was.
Where
It
was the wedding at?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and outdoors in October.
It was
Oh my God.
Is it cold there?
Yeah, it was
It
cold.
was. Yeah, there was the groom's
I don't know
parents.
anything about Wisconsin except for that 70s show takes place there.
Well, I have bad news for you, Anna. That city doesn't exist. There's no Point Place.
I figured.
I like that show though, so believe me, I was hoping it would be real. But no, it was cold. Some days it was fairly nice, but other days it was like real shitty.
Yeah, that was one of the coldest days too. Was the wedding?
Yeah, but that day we went outside and did all that. Well, the night we went out with Veronica and Josh was actually pretty nice out.
That was nice.
It was
Yeah,
a
it was
fun
good.
night.
It needed to be to get that custard. That custard was really fucking good though.
I'm glad you liked it. I liked it too.
It was so tasty. Oh my god. I'm glad I did. Yeah.
I mean, we didn't eat a particularly bad meal the entire trip. I thought all the food we had was
good food. Even
solid.
the room service shit was pretty good.
And it was priced, I felt, fairly. I was like, oh god, room service is so expensive. I'm like, no, not this room service. Shit.
No, it was pretty good.
The beauty of being in the Midwest, shit's kind of cheap.
Yep, very true.
Like a boss.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Balam. There's your inside baseball.
There you go.
And then Jesse bought me coffee.
I bought this book the other day because of Anna.
Oh, what is it? What? Don't give them money.
Who is the Hobby Lobby guy?
That's Bob Iger. That's Bob Iger's book.
I just started reading it.
Dude, I could have given you a summary on that chapter by chapter.
I know. I needed something to read at work.
Dude, I'm gonna give you a website that has every comic book ever on it.
Why would
awesome.
you not give that to me too?
I
Me too.
Anna, I will send that to you right now. Okay, I'll send it to Balam as well.
Just send it in the private chat.
Yeah, what?
Just send it in the private chat.
Yeah, I'll send it right now. I bought a tablet exclusively for this website because I love it that much.
All right.
What website?
I'm not going to read it online because people be like, "Let's promote what." YouTube could find a way to flag for what I'm talking about, so we'll keep it secret.
Have you checked out Webtoons yet?
I don't know what that is.
It's an app that you can get. So it's comics, but it's like specifically for mobile device. That's why I went to Comic-Con, was to go to the panels there and learn more about it. But it's super convenient, if you're just going out and about running errands, and you have a minute to just go on your phone, and so you just read comics and you scroll through reading comics.
Now this is a website, but it does format it to your phone. Like, have you ever bought a comic book online, Anna, for your phone where you have to tap it and it does all the panel shit?
Yeah, yes. Like a digital comic.
Yeah, this doesn't do that, but it like I said, you just turn your phone horizontally and it'll give you everything in HD. And if you're trying to read any Marvel book or DC book, they're gonna have it. So,
Anna, my friend Bridget, she got excited because I guess you must have been talking about it on something, but she was like, "Oh no, I think it's so cool that your friend Anna also likes the webcomic that I like. She's super into Lore Olympus as well."
Ah, nice.
Oh, I think she saw your cosplay tweets, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" Yeah.
Well, at least somebody liked them.
Yeah. No, Saturday, I guess they released a new one, and she was like, "We were supposed to do a live stream." She's like, "Wait, I gotta read the new episode. I gotta read the new thing."
Does she pay for the fast passes or no?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Well, because what they do is once your comic kind of gets popular, the only ones I see them on are like comics that have like over 30 chapters, and so they release a new chapter every week. But so some artists, what they do is they release 3 chapters, but you have to kind of buy coins so that when you like pay 5 coins for the next chapter, so you get to read them before everyone else.
Yeah.
So I do that. So I'm like, this artist is amazing. She deserves all the monies. I wouldn't mind actually paying for, this comic book, but, I don't mind paying, $1 to read this comic early.
Yeah. Fair.
But, it's so good. I just started reading a new one, too, because I really liked one of the girls at the panel that was talking, because she was so excited and animated. I was like, oh, I'll check out your comic. And now I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have read this before I went, because now I want to talk to her about it, because it's so good.
Nice. Rob Gagnon asked if we ever heard a YouTuber by the name of The Critical Drinker.
Yeah, people want me to have him on the channel.
Who is he?
I think I remember hearing his name. It must have been on like EFAP or something.
Yeah, he's got a big following, almost 200K.
Okay.
Yes, that's where he was. He's been on EFAP before. That's why I recognize him. Isn't he Scottish?
I don't know.
I want to get.
Yeah, Mega Rex says he's been on EFAP. I've never heard of him, so I don't know.
I've never heard of him either.
He's Scottish. I'm like 90% sure he's Scottish. He's got some kind of accent.
Okay. I'm gonna laugh if he's like South African.
From New Jersey or something.
Oh god. That would be hilarious.
I wish I wouldn't have went to this comic site. Now I'm trying to read the newest issue of Spider-Man as I talk to you guys.
Oh god.
Do they have Star Wars comics on there too?
Do they have what?
Star Wars comics.
Everyone. Anna, do you want a Star Wars comic recommendation from me?
Sure.
Read a thing called Classic Star Wars. What they are is they're the old comic strips from the newspapers that were created between Empire and Jedi.
Okay.
But the cool part is they're pretty realistic in terms of the way they're drawn, and they basically tell you a story as if Han Solo is still in this in the timeline. So it's like, this takes place before he gets frozen in carbonite, and they're like crazy adventures. They're not real boring. They're like one's underwater. They go to some like weird warrior planet. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
those
in the chat, if you've read, go ahead.
Those aren't the comic strips, right, Jeff? Because I know they made a couple of hard volumes of those.
It might be because it was originally comic strips, then it was from Dark Horse, then Marvel bought all of it, so Marvel prints it. But yeah, just type in Classic Star Wars. That's my personal recommendation. And then the Dark Horse stuff that came out around 2011. That's for more modern. I think that's better than all the Marvel stuff combined.
Because I think they went back and digitally restored all that stuff.
Yeah, the artist is named Al Williamson, or was. He's dead, but he, to me, is one of the best. Because at the time when people were drawing Star Wars, they would interpret it and try to make it their own. But this dude would sit and make Darth Vader and Stormtroopers look accurate to the film, and that's important to me when they're adapting stuff.
John Thomas just sent an interesting super chat. Thoughts on the theory of turning Palpatine into a beta male because he was too incompetent to run the Empire and relies on a woman bureaucrat to run it.
I don't care, but I heard about that in the comic, that it's some lady.
Yeah.
All you have to do is hear that theory and just be like, you don't know fucking anything about Star Wars.
Is there any credence to this theory? Is this just someone being like, was this like a hopeful theory, or was this like a...
No, it's something that they put in the comic book that, the Emperor didn't do the stuff he was supposed to do. So there's this like woman that does it. She's like this old lady, Baron lady.
Yeah.
It's actually in the... Oh, God.
It's in the Disney Star Wars comics.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's like, how much more heavy-handed could you possibly get with your messaging?
Don't challenge them, because they will.
They're going to be like, challenge accepted, hold my beer.
Yeah, seriously. Bob Iger watches our streams, and he's like, oh, yeah, hold the beer.
Not heavy-handed enough. Make it worse. Make it more obvious. Like, really? I vomited enough for one lifetime. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I think there's still a couple more good vomits in you.
Thanks, yeah. Appreciate your confidence in me.
Well, I mean, I don't want to stop partying just because we date now.
Not the kind of vomits I was talking about.
Oh, I was being literal. I apologize. I'll stop acting like Drax.
Oh,
what, the Destroyer?
Yeah, remember, he's literal. Everything he says.
Yeah, you're right.
I do love Drax.
How do you feel about Batista?
I just want to know how big his dick is.
Thank you. I'm glad you picked up on the joke.
Always. It was only said to me a gajillion times that one stream. So,
well, believe me, that's going to come back.
I'm sure it will. That's still one of the best lines in any Marvel movie ever. Nothing.
How big is Batista's dick?
No, nothing goes over my head. I will catch it. I would catch it.
It's so good.
I kind of want to do... oh, cool. Since we'll be together for the next MCU film, Black Widow, maybe we do a mini marathon of them.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Just the ones with her in it, not every Marvel film.
No.
Because we're talking Iron Man 2, Avengers, those four, and then she's in Winter Soldier and Civil War. That's it, right?
I think so.
So, like we'll get up early enough, have a good breakfast, start with Iron Man 2, have Bloody Marys or mimosas to get through the movie, and then, keep playing it.
That's fair. Lost Jedi 22 says, Anna, please yell, "Where's my book?" at Jeff for me.
Why?
I'm assuming in relation to his comment.
Oh, mine's done. I just have a lawyer looking at a couple things, and then...
Oh, I get it, because I yelled at Ethan all those times about where's my damn book.
Now,
mine's not as late, so...
All right, well, I guess Anna's not going to yell for you. Sorry.
I'm glad we're friends, Anna.
I'm sorry, Lost Jedi 22. I tried.
Book, Jeff.
John Thomas says, no,
Jeff, where is my book so people can yell at me because I got to review it first?
Well, they'll all get sent out, and then you can review it, and then you'll be a part of the next printing. So, there you go.
All right.
I can't wait for mine.
Yay. I didn't support the campaign.
I like how you say it like I'm going to be bothered that you didn't. It's like, it's fine. I don't care. I think I got something more out of
but I still demand a signed copy.
You get me, okay?
I'm pretty sure I ordered it. I mean, I remember where I was on the 405 driving when I was putting
you
in
definitely did because I remember at Celebration you telling Jeff how excited you were for your copy, and I was like, I didn't.
I know, but now I feel like I never received a confirmation email that I can remember, and I usually am good about remembering these things.
Well, look, even if you didn't back it, since you're my friend, I'll just give you a copy.
I know, but that's the thing is I know I put my credit card information into this because I remember doing it because I was driving, and I purposely was doing it while driving because I was listening to Good Morning Pop Culture, and I was falling asleep because I didn't sleep very well before work. And I was like, if I do something really dangerous, I won't die. Because like it's more dangerous for me to be falling asleep at the wheel than putting credit card information in to buy a comic book on my phone.
Well, I have good news for you, by the way. There's a Good Morning Pop Culture on Thursday. So.
Oh, is there?
Well, yeah, guess what? Joke's on you. I'm going to be on a plane to London.
Well, guess what? Joke's on you. You can listen to it later.
Joke's on all of you bitches. I'll be asleep.
I'm going to dedicate. You probably will still be up that night.
What time do you start at?
Well, it's maybe 8 o'clock my time.
I'm not going to be awake at 5 a.m.
How many nights did we stay up till 5 a.m. and it wasn't even anything naughty? It's like, oh, we're having dinner at midnight.
Sweetie, that's 5 a.m. your time.
You call him.
I can be awake at 5 a.m. my time.
I was up with you at 5 a.m. LA time multiple nights.
It was 5 a.m. your time.
No, it was LA 5. There were many nights outside of the night. Yes.
Because the night here, there was like 2.
Anyone can ever have.
Because there was the latest night.
Anyone can ever have.
I'm just gonna move my head left and right.
The latest night was coming back from Obi-Wan's when like the sun was actually coming up by the time we were going to bed.
That was a rough night, but a fun night.
It was a fun night. We recovered nicely. John Thomas says in relation to saying hold my beer. No, it'll be hold my Chardonnay. Oh, dear.
Are there going to be issues people can buy on the back end? Ask Will Gentry. There'll be a second printing.
Will R says the Boondock Saints show up and take out both Rey and Solo. That would make me happy.
I want them to die. Like, I just want everyone to die. And I'm just like, you can do it Quentin Tarantino style, like into Django, like just everyone, or Reservoir Dogs even. Yep. Everyone just died. Let it be a bloodbath.
Yep.
Like, I would enjoy that. I would thoroughly enjoy that. I'd be like, yes, all of the fuckers got what was coming for you.
I would fucking cheer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be the optimistic one here, but I would lose my shit if that happened. I would be so happy.
Like subverting expectations in the best way possible.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan Johnson, this is how you subvert people's expectations, you bitch.
Oh, they just blow her head off in the last scene. She just takes a blaster to the side of the head.
Oh, God, that'd be so great. Guys, I keep forgetting to remind you to do this. Make sure you press the like button if you have not done so already. It's good for me. It's good for you. Oppression is good for everybody. So.
Oh, yeah.
John Thomas says, OFG Tarantino Star Wars. Yes. Yeah, I'd get down for that shit right about now. I'd be like, all right, you already fucking ruined it. Give it to Tarantino and let him just murder everybody.
Well, see, that's why when they were saying that, Quentin Tarantino was going to come on and work on Star Wars, I was like, that's perfect. Let him do a bounty hunter movie where they all are just trying to get whatever the bounty is, and they're all like just savagely murdering each other to get.
Was he ever supposed to do Star Wars? I heard you. I knew he was supposed to do Star Trek.
Which I'm like, all right, give him the Klingons, give him the Romulans. That's a perfect bloodbath waiting to happen.
I really think Tarantino does his best work when he operates under constraints too. So, I think
most people do.
I agree. George Lucas is a classic example.
And that's why Rian Johnson failed.
Yeah, because no checks or balances. Nobody to tell him, hey, buddy, maybe this isn't the greatest thing you ever shot out of your asshole.
I think they were a little concerned with Rogue One at the time and Solo falling apart right in front of them as well.
You know, that's the best answer I've ever heard. I'm not being patronizing. I've never thought about it because Rogue One did have all that bullshit going on.
Oh, and yeah, he flew right under the radar. All he had to do was deliver something that was unproblematic at the time. And there was bigger fish to fry at the time.
Yeah,
because Solo was already experiencing trouble, and Rogue One. So I believe as long as he kept that ship steady, everybody else was concerned with the other movies.
Fair enough. I want to see Scotty go on a vulgar rant when Kirk demands the Enterprise's engines get fixed. That would be great.
Agreed.
Great. Oh, that would be so great.
So what are you knitting?
I'm crocheting, thank you very much.
Crocheting, excuse me.
What?
That's probably why Kathleen Kennedy loved them so much, is because he managed to keep one movie steady while the other two were completely on fire.
And yeah, so I was like, no, he's a hero. It's like, yeah, but quality over anything else, literally.
Convenience.
Oh my God, I love the Kathleen Kennedy parody account on Twitter. It's so funny. Like I saw a retweet that the account did, and the question was like, "How old were you when you first saw Star Wars?" And Kathleen Kennedy retweeted like 65. And I was like, "Yep, sounds
No.
about right."
It's pretty good.
By the way, John Thomas, that's in the chat. We're not saying we dislike Rogue One, but there were a lot of rumors about reshoots and how the director had to come out and somebody else, Tony Gilroy, who wasn't even the original director, had to go fix the ending. So there's a lot.
Yeah, I didn't like Rogue One.
And he's admitted to not being a Star Wars fan, that he was only going to come in and slit throats and do what he has to do, and now he's back for he's back to run a show.
Really?
Oh, he's doing Cassian Andor.
Oh, right. He did know that. That's weird.
That show does not need to exist.
No, it doesn't. But I might watch it for K2SO.
Well,
I'm still so mad. So I don't think I told this story. Jesse knows this story. When we went to go meet K2SO, and I showed him the drawing that I did of him. Jesse was freaking out, and she's like, just aggressively scribble on my hat from Firefly. And then when he was signing it, I was gonna say, well, my favorite movie that you're in is A Knight's Tale, but then like he started writing on the little print, and he said something like a quote from Cassian, and I was like, oh, that's my least favorite character in that show. He's so freaking worthless. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I just paid $70 to have this bad quote on here. Thank you so much. But
yeah,
you have to fake it.
He wrote "Curse Your Sudden but Inevitable Betrayal" on my print, so that shit's framed.
Jesse's very happy about it.
I'm so happy about that.
He is.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Aha, mine is an evil laugh. Now die. Oh, God, no. Dear.
What's that from?
Firefly.
I watched that. I can't believe I missed that quote. Oh, well.
It was in the first episode.
Oh, my least favorite one.
It was when he's playing with the dinosaurs.
Oh, okay.
We're going to watch that again.
I liked that show. If you listen to some of the stuff I've streamed recently, I was like, yeah, I finally saw all of it, and I really liked it.
Good. We'll watch it again.
Jeff, have you seen Serenity yet?
Yep.
I have.
Oh, wow.
Don't spoil it because Anna still hasn't seen any.
I won't spoil it for you. I don't like it that much, though.
Serenity?
I've been in the room while it's played completely twice, and I didn't understand any of it.
Yeah, because you haven't seen Firefly.
I know.
Wait, Jeff, you didn't like Serenity?
No, I liked it. You know what I didn't like about it?
You just didn't like that thing.
Yeah,
that element is the hardest part to contend with. Otherwise, I think it's a really good wrap up to the series.
I agree with that. Very much so. And I even told you throughout, like even in the beginning, I was like, this feels like the show. It looks like the show.
It does. Mm-hmm. That part's just really hard because you really don't see it coming either.
And I still don't like it. Like
I don't either.
It pisses me off.
I can only tolerate it because there is no more Firefly. Otherwise, if there was more Firefly after that, it wouldn't be the same.
Firefly's like the Chappelle Show of TV shows, where it's this perfect little thing.
Yeah, exactly. It existed exactly when it needed to, as it needed to, and there's a part of me that's glad that there isn't anymore. Like if they had made other seasons at the time, that would have been fine. I think once Serenity was made, the ship had sailed for more Firefly.
Yeah, then it just becomes like the new X-Files, where they bring it back every now and then, and it just never really works.
Exactly.
That was so painful.
Yeah.
I hated the new characters.
I didn't like when Robert Patrick took over for David Duchovny.
I know that was hard. That last, and then that one where you think he's coming back, and then like they show somebody running like from a distance. I'm like, that's not him. And I hated it when they stopped making them like platonic. When they made it kind of have a relationship, I was like, no, please stop.
Well,
this is uncomfortable.
That's kind of what ruins every show. Sam and Diane on Cheers. And every other example of that happening.
Cheers, that was like that was the whole thing from the beginning. Like the first episode, you knew that he was interested.
Yes.
There's that sexual tension, but then I just wanted her to go. When she left, I was like, get out of here.
But that was really Firefly never made the relationship between Mal and Inara explicit, which was I actually liked that they never did that.
Mal and who?
It's Firefly, you don't know.
Inara is the call girl. What's her name? With the companion.
Yeah.
The companion, yeah. Marina Baccarin.
Yes. From Deadpool.
Yep.
And she doesn't look like she's aged between those shows.
No, she is great. Great genes right there. Mantra Fenix just joined and wants to know what we're talking about specifically. Well, we were talking about updating shows and
right now specifically, we were talking about how well an actress aged.
Mm-hmm.
That at that exact moment is what we were talking about.
And how much I enjoy Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Okay.
I want you to get involved with this with me when I come out there.
Brawl?
Yeah.
I like cheese.
Brawl, I never got super. Brawl was the.
Or not Brawl, I'm sorry. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate for the Switch.
Okay. Never played that one. I played Melee a lot. I played the original one the most.
I have the one for the Wii U.
Oh, yeah. It's literally just called for the Wii U.
Yes.
Okay.
And
then Melee was the one for GameCube, right?
Correct.
Yes.
I played a shit ton of that because I had some friends in Hebrew school, and we would just get together every Sunday after Hebrew school and play Melee forever.
Well, I'm not going to be like, hey, let's play Smash Brothers every night. But I thought it'd be fun every once in a while. Like, hey, let's do this.
I'm in.
That'd be weird if you guys played it every night.
And Jesse got really good at it. We become competitive gamers. We're going to start a Twitch channel together.
We did. Yeah, we are. We did decide that we're going to start a Twitch channel. So
she's amazing at Waluigi.
Waluigi.
I used to be fucking fantastic at Smash Brothers, so suck it. I was
more of a Mario Kart person.
I have that as well.
I was only ever the original. No, I was only ever Mario Kart 64.
You'll like this new one. I think for as much as I love Mario Kart 64, I think this is the best one.
It's really good.
I'll have to play.
I like pineapples.
You like what?
Pineapples.
That's what I thought you said.
Pineapples are delicious.
Pineapples on pizza?
When
I like pizza.
When I have nothing to add, I just start naming off food I like.
I know food you don't like. Water.
That's not food. That's a drink.
First of all, I don't like water. It makes me dizzy. I just drink Coke.
Thank you.
How? That is not possible for water to make you dizzy.
It makes me dizzy.
It makes me sick when I drink water.
Yeah.
Like I get this weird feeling in my stomach, and I'm just like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
The only way I can drink water is club soda.
Ew.
Yeah. Well, it's sparkling water.
I know.
Yeah, that's all I can. Like when we go to the bars, like whenever we do these Phantom Menace events, like I'm usually the one that has to drive people to the hotel, so I have to drink club soda.
All right, Taggart and Rosewood.
Uber or Lyft, because I hate Uber. So Anna, I'm bad Uber. Lyft good.
I don't know the difference really.
Uber ripped me off. Uber gave my credit card information out to the public, so I had to get a card and get money back. So Uber bad, Lyft good.
Fair enough. You have legitimate reasons.
Yeah. Uber also has shittier customer service, and in LA, it's usually more expensive.
Mm-hmm. And Lyft treats their drivers better, whereas there's a lot of scams that go on with Uber. So if somebody complains about their ride, like there's people that just literally complain about every ride. They're like, oh, my driver was smoking. Oh, my driver didn't stop at a stop sign. Oh, they ran a red light, just to get their money back so they can get free rides. And so a lot of drivers, get gypped.
Yeah.
Now that I know that, we'll complain all the time, Jesse.
Please let's not.
I'm not like that.
Yeah, I've had to deal with
Lamy just froze on us.
Oh my God, Jesse! Remember? I can't remember if it was a Lyft or an Uber. It was probably a Lyft if it was me that called it. Remember that guy lecturing us?
My God! I wanted to kill that guy.
I hated him. We get into the Lyft on our way back to the hotel from Star Wars Celebration. This fucking Lyft driver decides that he is the Messiah on Marvel and decides to lecture us on what's going to happen in in-game.
And everything he said was wrong.
Me?
Everything.
Did you know that the Winter Soldier is actually Captain America, not Bucky?
Is
that what he said?
Oh,
yes.
Hey, you were frozen.
I filmed like half of it
yeah.
before Jesse fell asleep, because Jesse fell asleep and I listened to it.
I did. I'm so sorry.
What day of the trip was this?
Huh?
One of the days that we were really, really fucking tired.
Oh, no. So it was
Was that on Friday?
We left the convention early because it was the Star Wars meetup that night.
Yeah, so it's Friday.
And so we went back to the hotel, and so that way we could go and get ready before. And I'm just like, and the traffic was so bad because we didn't think about, we're leaving at rush hour because we need to get early because we're meeting everyone up later tonight. So let's leave now. Yeah. And so we're in traffic. Jesse's passing out, and I'm just listening to this guy literally just give us the knowledge, the lecture on Marvel.
And acting like
we drove you. Go ahead.
It was acting like these fucking theories were like the gospel truth.
Yep.
Oh my god. I'm
sorry, I thought you guys all froze.
You froze, actually.
Yeah.
You're the one who froze.
I assumed so. It finally kicked me out, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? I was trying to ask questions, and then came back on.
We heard you once. You were like, guys, and then you just died again.
Mm-hmm.
He turned to dust. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Aww.
Hold me, Jeff.
It's cold. Your legs are in water. But Rise of Skywalker. Now, this has been a fun stream.
This has been. On that note, I think it's.
Oh man, Rise of Skywalker is going to be so good.
Oh, to answer your question though, Jeff, I'm making a hat for my grandma.
Oh, it's the same hat. Okay, we have this discussion.
Yes, I'm making this hat. I just hadn't worked on it. I've been out of town. I haven't worked on it.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
you were with me for most of that.
It will hopefully be. It'll hopefully be big enough. Because I have to make it big because my head is small, and my grandma's like, "You need to make it bigger. My head's big," so it has a lot of extra room on me. Hopefully, it will fit Grandma. Anyway, be a nice warm hat for her to wear in the winter.
Something I don't have to worry about in California.
True that.
My mom was like, "Why don't you buy this coat?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm moving to California. I don't need another coat." She goes, "That makes sense."
Very true.
I keep seeing so many people I went to high school with, like getting married and like posting pregnancy announcements, and I'm like, you guys graduated years after me. What the hell are you doing now? And then also someone got engaged, and it was like this big, they obviously had like a really planned out photo shoot, and I was looking at them, I'm like, who the hell are you people? And I'm looking at the names, I'm like, you guys kind of look familiar, but I'm like, I don't know if I know the dude, I don't know if I know the chick, and so I did Facebook stalk, and I'm like, damn, you look different.
That's what happens when people grow up. So this will be Lost Balam for good, as internet's being funky. But it's always good to have him on. I like that he brings a different perspective, and he does so in a way that's not retarded.
Well, what's the deal? You guys are going to have your show coming up, right?
Yeah, we're trying to put something together. He's calling it like the Jesse Spectacular. I don't know. It's some show with a bunch of people, and we're going to make it really cool. So that's all the details that we have at the moment.
And it's New Year's themed. I remember that part.
That's sort of the idea, is that every episode is like a New Year's Eve party because it's so exciting, and we're gonna like count down to something every time. So yeah. But I think it's Blam's back, so let's bring him back on to talk about this Hi Blam. Welcome back.
Hey guys.
Talk about this show that we're putting together.
Oh my God. I just want to throw a big party every Saturday night. That's all I want. I want a New Year's themed. I want a countdown, and that's all I can ask. And then we could just do a big party every Saturday night, and we just all drink and have fun.
Every Saturday.
Well, Jesse, we'll be drinking every Saturday.
It doesn't have to be every Saturday. You're the
boss.
What
actually would be a fun thing to do, though, is because a handful of the people in the show are going to be in the area, is especially if, like, at least once a month, let's say, we all get together and do this, like, in person. You know, a bunch of people do it in person.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, maybe not even stare at the camera, but set one up and just be like, all right, we're just going to have this party and hang out, and there's a live stream going.
Yeah, it would be fun.
That'd be really fun.
Unfortunately, I don't live as close as Jeff is gonna be. You know,
no one's gonna live as close as I'm gonna be. So that's kind of good for me.
I live about 2 hours south.
Yeah.
Right now, I live about a day away. So.
Yeah, but you can come up, and you can't crash with us. At least once Jeff moves here, because you can't. Because you see my place, it's not that big.
My
That-
video is done rendering. Now I
Hooray!
have to put it through a compressor thing so I can upload it to YouTube.
That sounds so complicated. My videos.
My process is one of the most complicated ones ever. I have to
Yeah.
film it, then edit it, wait for it to render, then put it through another rendering thing, and then I have to do my thumbnails on another computer, email them to myself so I can get them on the other computer. Then I upload everything.
Wow. You make my
software-
work seem easy.
What software do you use to edit, Anna?
Photoshop.
Oh, dude, get Final Cut Pro.
Oh, you're talking for my thing. I use this for my videos. I use this thing called like Movie something. I honestly, I loved working on my MacBook because I love iMovie.
Yeah.
I don't do any. If it takes more than iMovie to edit, I'm not doing it. You know, I will gladly hire an editor to do that for me.
The thing for Final Cut Pro, the reason I advocate for it is it's easy to use as iMovie. It renders as you go. So anytime you take a break, it's working on rendering. So the rendering process goes much, much faster. Plus, you can export it directly to a format that's You can actually just export it directly to YouTube. I've always had issues trying to do that, but you can export
my thing can do that too.
you can export it directly. Yeah, but so that's like, yeah, it's.
I've used it. If there's one thing I hate, it's video editing. I can't even talk video editing.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why I don't do any jump cuts. Like what you see is what you get kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's just, if it takes more than that, I'm not doing it.
Fair enough.
Like the most intense editing I do is on my art videos, and I film those on my phone, and then I edit them on iMovie on my phone, and then I upload them to YouTube as unlisted. Then I download them onto my computer. I bring them into my editing software. I watch the video a few times without any noise, and then I click record on my video editor, and I start talking as I watch myself draw and just kind of narrate as it goes. And then I upload that video into my editor. I remove the visuals and I just sync it to my drawing.
That is exhausting just to listen.
Yep.
That's my process, guys. Doesn't it sound awesome?
That sounds like so much more work than I do.
It's a lot of work. Like, I feel like I spend more time editing and putting stuff together than I actually do like working on my videos. I just need a new computer that has memory that I can just do everything on one place.
Yeah.
Jumping between computers is just a pain in the ass, but I don't know anything about computers to know what to get and all that.
Well,
you can also, one of the things you can do if storage is an issue is just work off of an external hard drive for a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Well, I mean, when you upgrade, you're still sticking with Mac, right?
I'm working on PC right now. My MacBook kind of died.
Okay, because I'm a PC guy, hardcore. Because when I'm coming out there, I'm going to buy myself one of those tablets to draw on. Because I'm going to upgrade my stuff for space. And it's like, I was going to get an iPad Pro, and then I'm like, I'm just going to get a Microsoft Surface tablet because I don't really like Windows, or I don't like I can't even speak right now. Sorry, Apple. That's what I don't like.
I like Apple. It's user friendly, and I'm technologically retarded.
Yeah.
All right, Rob Gagnon says, gotta go, dudes and dudettes, have some money, catch you later. # what about that Pisces video? I still have it. I'm still going to do it. I swear to you, Rob, I'm still going to do it. I haven't forgotten.
What Pisces video?
Yeah.
There's a music video that he sent me that he wanted me to do a reaction video for like ages ago. And I was like, I'm putting this on my to-do list, and it's sitting there on my to-do list. I have the link for the video and everything, and I haven't done it yet. So, Procrastination Station. It's
oh my God, Barb, do not insult the cancer baby with this Greta nonsense.
What's the cancer baby?
Don't ask questions, Jeff.
California Kid, thank you for the super chat. It's appreciated. All right, it is about that time. I think it is bad. We did lose Team Jesse forever, so good night, Balam. His internet's just couldn't hold up. It's basically me at this point. Rob, it basically is. But I'm gonna do it. I swears to you. I swears.
I'm about at the end.
Yeah, it sounds like you're fading out there. So we are going to call it a night. Thank you guys, everyone, for being here. I had so much fun. If you want to catch Jeff and I, you'll catch us again tomorrow. Mindless Bullshit. Where are we doing it, Jeff?
Here on Mindless Entertainment.
Here on Mindless Entertainment. There it is. We had actually discussed it. Join on Mindless Entertainment tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific, at 6 p.m. Eastern. You'll catch us again. Same Same time, same place.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's where I was going with that, and I couldn't. I was like, same bat, what? And I couldn't. My
It's
brain
okay.
couldn't get far enough. So,
We
but thank
complete.
you for understanding me.
So bye, everyone.
Oh, bye, Anna.
Bye.
But Jeff, thank you for understanding me so intrinsically that you can read my thoughts without me saying them.
That's kind of how our relationship works.
I do like that. I like that a lot. All right. Goodbye, Internet. Good night.
Is it off?
No.